Hello, everyone. Vonnie here with a tier list with Van Wild and Zhao Luke. Shao? Shao Long? Shao Luke, yeah.
When
I forgot to share my screen. Oh, no, I didn't.
Thought you knew this guy. How do you not know how to pronounce his name?
I know it's I know he told me the Shao is like Shao Long, right?
Zhao Luke,
Oh.
there's a U.
No.
Anyways.
The point was that my character has an American Chinese name.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry, okay?
How dare you disgrace my lore like this?
Alright, are we going in
A lot
any...
of characters to go through.
Yeah, are we going in any particular order, or should we go by teams first?
Should we just do it how it is? I mean, that already lined up
you know,
pretty much for us.
you know what? Just to keep like people in this, we'll go Team Ruby, then the main team from Jade, and then we'll just branch off from there.
Alright, if we're going that, what are we giving Ruby?
Ruby Rose.
I'll let Van Wild go first.
Well, as far as her character sprite, still needs to be redone, I think. Her character overall is pretty much exactly how you would see it in the show. And
Except for some parts.
Yeah, strawberries.
Except, with the Menios touch, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's got her nerd
Wait.
quality still, and I like that.
I can't believe I just connected the stupit dot. I hate him more because I figured this out.
Why? What happened?
Midos touch.
Minos
That-
touch.
No wonder why he thinks he's a god.
Wait, what does Minos mean?
Minos touch. It's a story of a man that got cursed that got a curse, where everything he touches turns to gold.
To gold.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, there's actually several different versions. Well, not several. There's like a few different versions of it. One of them where he goes to embrace his daughter, and his daughter turns to gold, and he mourns so hard that he yearns for death. I think it was.
Why didn't he just touch it? Came out wrong.
There's another version about a kid, but everything he touches turns to chocolate.
Oh, I read that book.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, back to Ruby. I don't have much to say about her, but
She is the most meh, both in the show and in JPDE, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that all you have to say about her?
D tier.
D. Van Wild.
I would give her a C.
C.
Hang on.
Here's the negatives of Ruby. And this mostly goes to the fact like they don't really have much to work on her, have much to go on when it comes to her. There's not much there.
If we're going based on the other characters that I know in the game, I would actually stick her at a D.
Oh my gosh.
It's not because she's a bad character. It's just that compared to the others, I think she'd be a D.
I think she's pretty D tier.
Oh my, you guys are brutal. I was gonna give her S tier.
Honestly, I thought I was going to argue with Van Wild more on this one, but I think we agree.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong, Ruby's cute, and I do like her filtration on the ship when we go to rescue Evelyn. But, if you're not doing her route for the ending, then she's pretty D, you know.
She's still kind of mid when you do her route all the way.
all right. I guess I should go next.
Let me guess, B tier, you simp.
No. I mean, I like Ruby because she's not really a tomboy, but also not too girly. She's like right in the middle, personality wise, which I think is very unique for a character.
She absolutely hated that one outfit that Yang was trying to get her to wear. Remember?
I think it's less that she hated it, more that she was insecure about it. That's what I got.
And yeah,
Out of it.
that's so endearing.
It's endearing, but it's like for me, there's not much to latch onto. It's like
What do you
if you
guys?
want the normal the waifu girlfriend type, you go for Ruby.
All right, we got
No life.
we gotta meet at the middle. Come on, B tier,
D.
Okay,
C at best.
I'll give her. I'll give her C.
I'll concede for the sake of argument.
Okay,
I like her. Her ending.
I'm still not happy, but we gotta move on. All right, Weiss.
I guess you fucking cheer, you little simp.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, no.
Whoa, whoa.
You're going out of line here, you little bitch. You're out of line.
All right, who wants to go first?
Vanwild.
Guys, when we
I want to
first
see what
meet
your
her-
argument is.
Well, when we first meet her, she's I'm gonna say she's bitchy, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Kinda-
it's a little
kinda
justified.
Well, I mean, how do you go from being sad because someone knows who you are, and being angry at them because they don't know who you are? You know.
I think she was more so.
I think that's kind of a natural reaction because, like, she's still proud of her name, but she still has stuff to be ashamed of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I feel like nobody can truly win with her, but the fact that you don't know her gets you more points than what you lose by knowing her.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like here, compare her to Pierre for a second. Like, they would have two different reactions. Pierre was more happy. People don't have an impression on her already.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Pyrrha invokes a high challenge that a lot of people don't think they can eat.
Yeah, instead of
Weiss-
being
with Weiss, it's more-
intimidated, they're more when it comes to Weiss, more, hey,
Mm-hmm.
let me try to seduce this white-haired bitch so I can get money.
Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't you expect her to be more happy if someone, wasn't aware of not her name, but it's behind her name? All I'm saying. So I didn't really. I was a little put off whenever she was being mad.
Mm-hmm.
The way I kind of try to perceive the way I perceived it is that, like, so people that know her, she knows how to deal with them. People that don't know her is like, wait, who are you? You're alien. Go away. Because, like, think about it. If everyone reacts the same way to you all the time because you have a certain name, you get used to it. It's a monotonous thing. You know how to get them to shoo away. But, like, if that's all you ever dealt with, when someone doesn't know who you are, you're both intrigued, scared, and then, wait, what?
From Weiss's angle though, her father's been trying to hook her up basically.
Has she?
Suitors.
Has he?
Yes,
Yeah,
several times.
yeah, it's explained in her route. That and David, yeah.
Yeah,
David is obviously different.
it's been a while since I finished the route. But anything else you want to say on Weiss before your final answer?
I really like the whole I wouldn't say we're enemies, but like knowing Weiss, she can be very snippy.
Mm-hmm.
I do like, seeing her kind of mellow out more, as we get to know her.
Like she has a bit of a childish side whenever she's comfortable.
Yeah, she can be childish.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the fact, like, I like a character that puts up a wall to you when you first meet them.
Hard to get.
Because, like, because, like, when you break down those walls, you start knowing who they are, and when you know who they are, it just makes them all the better. Like, at the end of Weiss's route, where she changed from someone that literally wouldn't think about talking to someone that literally is mourning your death and is using that as the fire to win her fight.
Mm.
It's like that's a big change. That's just 1 year.
This is not he's not a good leader as Ruby. If you remember specifically during the death of us,
Mm-hmm.
Both reactions are different between if you went with Ruby and Weiss. Ruby keeps it together.
As she should.
Which you,
Yeah, Weiss completely breaks down. She's a wreck.
Weiss was a wreck during that.
Mm.
And like you were saying, Luke, for a girl that's got a lot of walls up, try and keep to herself more. For someone to have a reaction such as this, I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weiss isn't very leadership material.
Ooh, to give people a good mental visual of like Weiss's mind. She perceives herself as someone with like nice, strong walls around her, and that no one can even touch her. She feels safe, but the reality is that those walls are fragile, and that's just a scared little girl trying to make it around in the world.
Do we think Weiss feels like she's privileged?
Oh, there's no doubt that she knows she's privileged.
There's a whole song dedicated to that.
Mirror?
It's Mirror Mirror Part 2.
Mirror Part 2.
It's one of my favorites.
I mean, like, what I guess I was trying to ask is, like, she seemed like the person that kind of flaunts a little bit,
Oh yeah, she definitely flaunts. I still remember this. Like in season 1, her father was threatening to cut off the credit card if she doesn't talk to him, and that was a problem for her.
That season 1 or was that season?
Oh, season 3. From what I remember.
I guess when that was like either 1 or 3. Not 3, 2.
We went to eat noodles in season 3, and then the card was declined.
Mm-hmm.
When she tried to pay. But okay. As far as ranking...
Oh no, it had to be 3 because that's when Winter showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. Ranking though.
I will only accept S or A.
What do you think about Miles?
I
am holding up my guns right now. You better have the right answers, boys.
Luke, alright, just tell me, what is S... What do you think is S or A about Weiss?
I think, again, it's just the fact that she's vulnerable and that she's the most adorable in my opinion.
Do you think Blake would be far more vulnerable than Weiss was, though?
I felt like I went more on a journey with Weiss than I did Blake.
That's fair.
Really?
Because on Weiss's route, you have to deal with Winter no matter what. And that part is an actual... it feels like you're climbing a mountain trying to figure it out.
Quick, you guys like her... just gonna call it the fall route. How do you guys like her fall route?
Fall route? Oh, the fall... You mean the arc?
Fall... Yeah, the fall of Beacon arc.
Oh, Fall of Beacon.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call it the fall route because, ending route.
When you said fall, I was literally just thinking about the season.
Yeah, I know you were. You guys compared to Ruby's. More.
I feel Weiss is more because like Ruby, it felt just too. I guess for me it was just she was too normal, too same for her problems. It's like Ruby's just dealing with what I feel like a lot of girls deal with. The fact they like more tomboyish stuff and they don't feel like they're girly enough.
Ruby was dealing with a lot of insecurities, like a lot of
Yeah,
insecurities. She felt like she didn't really belong. She was having a hard time coping, belonging in Beacon because of her
yeah.
age.
She didn't literally have someone throwing flyers all over Beacon, trying to slander her. She doesn't have people trying to go after her every second of the day.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
One thing, okay, something I actually do like about Weiss though. She learned really well from fighting Jack. You know,
Mm-hmm.
compared to
I
Yeah.
thought
when
that
she first
I
fought
thought
Jack.
that redemption arc was, or redemption part of the Vital tournament was really, yeah. Or even though it was a draw, I still felt like
Oh yeah, it was bullshit.
I
It was not a good
I
fight.
felt a little better, but
Better or bitter?
better, like, I guess, since
Because
they
it
can.
shows that
I'm hoping in JPD too, Weiss actually beats Jack in some sort of duel, maybe.
The thing is that like Weiss doesn't have speed like Jack does. I don't know if she knows how to deal with it because she never beat Ruby.
She does have
well,
something
okay,
called time dilation, and
yeah,
there
time
is
dilation.
a part
Yeah,
of her
but she can
semblance that can make her
Mhm.
faster as well.
Is Jack's semblance speed or is it absorbing
Something that has
kinetic
to do with
energy?
friction, right?
It's kinetic, yeah, kinetic energy. It's taking kinetic energy, storing it in her body, rendering anything else, like still motionless. It's like the vacuum of space.
The weird thing about kinetic energy is that it's kinetic is supposed to be hot, and yet she's cold.
Huh.
Well, it's okay. No, it's not that she's cold. Thing is,
The air
we're
around her
talking
gets cold when she
right.
goes full power.
Yeah, exactly. She's absorbing the kinetic energy. If you don't have energy, you don't have heat. If you don't have heat, you're cold.
Huh. I didn't think
Yeah,
about
but
it
it's
that.
like I could have sworn one of her attacks literally creates ice crystals.
One of her attacks doesn't have. It's not that she's okay. Yeah, she's making ice crystals, but she's doing it in a fountain.
Hmm.
Then I think I know what you're talking about when you're in the amphitheater. You're like, you're in the arena, the training arena.
Wait, there is no water in the training arena.
Right. I think she's just like punching the ground and I don't know, orbiting the
It's like,
energy.
I don't know, she was just freezing dummies, if I remember correctly.
What was she?
I don't know.
Okay, honestly, we spent like 30 years on Weiss. What did we put her on?
Sorry, we were talking about Jack too. My bad.
Yeah.
I'll put her at a B.
B.
Here, B.
Hmm.
Someone seems like they agree on the A tier with me.
Honestly, I'd put her on S.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've been voted Van Wild. Get fucked.
We
S
had to
tier for the
compensate.
Schnee.
We had to compensate for your ass. We're going with C. Okay, so let's go for A. Should we do a democracy vote or should we?
There's only three of us.
Democracy, we just did.
Alright, democracy. Put her in
we-
S. Then put her in S. Go.
Okay. All right.
Right.
RW.
I'll have to put together like the most strong ironclad argument for Winter when we get to her,
All right. What do we think about Cat
because I know
Girls?
that's a hard sell.
Luke, I would imagine you would like Blake a little bit more than Ruby, hopefully.
Oh, definitely more than Ruby.
Okay.
Who wants to?
It's like her stuff is cute.
Yeah, yeah. Cats.
That's.
But I'll go first
So we.
on this one
Okay,
since
go ahead.
I've
Go ahead.
recently beat this one. You know,
Wait, tell me something, because like I genuinely am so confused by this. Her fourth event, was it a dream?
What do you mean?
I remember doing her fourth event more than once and reading it, and I was very confused rather not if he was dreaming or if this is real
Oh, you
because
mean
there's no conversation afterwards.
whenever?
Because like he thinks it's a dream, but yet we still had the kiss, and I am
He.
confused.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Like David was asleep.
No, David was kidnapped and knocked out,
Yes, by
and
Adam.
then was yeah,
That is.
and then we just wake up to a crying Blake saying, "I will never put you in this danger again." And it's like, that must be the most confused boner of his life.
I think she eventually told him afterwards, but
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
I am so. That's why I'm still so confused. Rather not if it's a dream.
But
Adam made Blake choose between Son or David, and she kissed David. Could have sworn Adam was gonna kill the other
you know,
person that she
we
choose.
don't
That.
Yeah,
actually
but
see
Sun
Sun.
didn't die because I still went out to get some 6 fucking games with him afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say we don't really hear from Sun afterwards, or well, he has to be alive because Lai Ren went against him in the Vital tournament. No matter what choice you make, I think.
Yeah. Also, it would be a pretty big, be pretty memorable if Son was dead. You know, like
So
maybe-
should it be B for Blake? Because I'm not sure.
B for best girl.
I have not completed her fall event, fall
Mm.
route, so I don't too much.
I can't remember what she does when she sees that you're dead.
Don't spoil it for me.
Okay. Okay. I remember, but since Van Wild doesn't want spoilers.
Text it to me.
Actually, you know what? That's okay. I'll get to it eventually. Just talk about it.
Are you sure?
Alright, go ahead. It's okay.
All right. So whenever Blake finds out that David dies, she has this hidden part of her semblance where she gets these powers, I guess. Like it's a part of her that she doesn't like, but comes out whenever I guess she's forced to, and then
Wait, what is this? Is this an extension of Shadow clones or?
yeah,
what is
pretty
this?
much.
Okay.
Apparently her clones apparently her clones have personalities. And the fourth one was the one she's been trying to suppress for a while. And it makes her go kind of feral, but still in the right mind somehow, even though it doesn't look like it. And yeah, she almost kills Ilya. And takes her
Gotcha.
and then keeps her captive. So I wonder what's gonna happen to her in JPDE 2.
So we gotta play that.
We just
one.
have a side quest called Find Blake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Blake just I think completely cuts everyone off. At
I remember
at the end.
Yeah, I do remember because they're still trying to kind of keep it the story of Ruby itself. So I think Blake, yeah.
There's one
no matter-
question about JPDE 2 though.
Mm-hmm.
So
Why a 2-year time skip?
It was 3-year time skip.
3-year.
Well,
good question.
pretty much everyone's at least over 18, so that for
We already seen them get boned. Why does that matter at this point?
because some people are uncomfortable, I guess.
And also, all of us are already in college. This is our college. They're already 18. Most of them.
Yeah, you're really gonna overlook Ruby like that.
Ruby,
Ruby doesn't count because she doesn't exist.
oh, you're an idiot. All right, let's put her in B. Put her in B. B for Blake.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I would put her in A, but B for best girl.
don't think she's the best. Sometimes she can actually a little boring.
I like the banter between David and her sometimes.
Yeah, the bit like I actually like Aaron trying to do what her team can't. You know?
All right, now we're at Yang Xiaolong.
Mhm.
I, uh,
Okay, first we
Yeah.
might want to argue because I also agree that like Yang is above Blake. I
Sure,
do
yeah.
agree with that. Because like just with Weiss going through Yang's storyline, kind of felt like a roller coaster.
I just like the strong, or the someone who always kept up the strong willed, and just gotta be the best, gotta be good. It just completely breaks down when she's finally comfortable.
It's the soldier sacrificing themselves. I mean, you know the
Yeah.
one where he's on his knees, arms stretched out, hail of bullets. He's protecting a small rat or something.
Yeah. But
It's like that's Yang. And then as you manage to get her to be more open to you and get her to relax more,
hmm
uh, everything goes to shit for her, and she just gets the biggest reveal of her life, and she just can't take it.
hmm
But at the same time, it was like, hey, can you spot me some of that Princess Dala Dala, please?
Van
It's like your mom. It's like clearly going after your mom ain't gonna give me the money because she just wants us to be a general.
mm.
Also, Raven's Yang's mom is mid.
What?
Bite me.
Oh, whoa. Let's save it. Let's
All right, bitch. All right, bitch. We'll get there in a second. Get there later.
All right, Van Wild, what do you think of
You
Yang?
did not disrespect mommy like that. Get to her later. Yang Xiaolong. Okay. Overall, I think the Yang is definitely should be S.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the whole her being a princess. Like I was trying to find a way to word that. Like, I guess I don't care too much. It's a cool little
Oh, I just realized.
she's a princess. Not sure that really affects what I feel about her. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I never actually put too much thought about the princess plot until I remembered that in terms of fairy tale, Yang's supposed to be Rapunzel.
I thought no, she's Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Was it Goldilocks?
Goldilocks
I thought it was
and the Three
Rapunzel.
Bears.
Yeah, it's Goldilocks.
Ice was Snow White. Ruby was obviously Red Riding Hood, and Blake was
Beauty from Beauty and the Beast, right?
yeah.
Now, where did the princess plot come from?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
It's just Minos putting in his liberties, I guess.
That was Monty that came up with.
Or
There was no mention of her being royalty in the show.
yeah, that's what I
Oh,
meant by
sorry.
Minos taking liberty.
The show. I bet, yeah. This is the Minios touch, Minos touch.
So, what do you,
I'm not confident that the execution will be all that good in JPDE 2, so I won't give him the Midos touch part of it. But I'm good with A or S.
alrighty then. Thank goodness.
Obviously, Yang's a bombshell. You're an S.
All right.
We want to go to Team Juniper now?
Yeah,
Or-
I was thinking that. What do you think, Luke?
Huh? Only person that belongs in A or S is Pyrrha. Just saying.
I love John. John is hilarious.
Jean is good. B or A for Jean.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can live with that.
I would have to put Jean in. Damn, I'm very split about Jean. Okay,
He's
I
very
did-
naive, also very intelligent at the same time.
Yeah, what's there not to love?
Yeah.
Besides not noticing Pyrrha.
Also a dork.
No, I just thought it was cringy hearing him fight for Pyrrha. Not my Pyrrha.
That's probably my favorite John moment. That and the part where Madonna thought that Nora was John's girlfriend.
Don't get me wrong. It was funny whenever I was like, and most of all, my best friend.
Yeah.
Pyrrha's ego just.
All right.
God, Pyrrha, seeing Pyrrha's ego go down as you try to actually help her with John.
Yeah, she gets pissed.
So what do we?
The milkshake slur.
It's a parfait.
Perfect.
It's a, yeah, it's a.
It's cool. So A tier.
A B tier, I would say.
Hmm.
For Sean. Actually, you know what? A tier because he is pretty damn smart.
Hmm.
He was able to figure out Jack's semblance before anybody else was. So
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It just feels weird saying that John is better than Blake and Ruby. Like these two, I
Listen,
understand.
John, you got a double
He's the
W,
underdog.
John.
John's the underdog, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right.
There's nothing better than an underdog story.
JNP. All right, so it's Nora.
The sex demon.
Eh.
People might argue with me, but C tier.
Lust.
Dang.
Jazza.
It's like my argument for C. It felt like a punch. It felt like the equivalent of a punch in the face when we find out that she's an info.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it was cute at first when she tried to make you pancakes to be nice.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be Nora's shenanigans, and then the third, or if it was third or second day.
I think it was the second. It's the
It's the
second
second one because in the gym she tries to
Yeah.
make you all hot and bothered with her gym
I was
material.
hoping she was just being
Yeah,
naive.
and then the third one, is when she tries aggressive about it.
My favorite part
Yeah.
of her route is that Penny calls her a hussy, which seems so out of character for her.
I liked it whenever Evelyn said like she's trying to use David like a human dildo.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Those are the only positives. The positives comes from our GFs being like the most actually being friends.
I think these are one of the few characters where I like him better in the show.
Yeah,
Rather than
Definitely. You definitely did not have the Minos touch with this one.
D for
So
definitely.
C or D
here's the
tier.
thing. Minos is trying to make every single character here unique in their own way, with their own background, their own problems.
They already had that.
However, however, I just don't think he really.
If possible, Minos, please overhaul.
Please.
I just don't think Minos really captured the Nora essence with her raps.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's like they did have the Thunder Thighs bit, but that was it. It's like Nora is just constantly crazy and all over the place, and it's like the moment we get to Nympho, it's just like she stops being crazy and more like concerned. It's like
Yeah.
it's good that you're taking this seriously, Nora, but I do want more shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like, Ren has been putting up with her for so long. He's kind of just dull now to her.
I also don't think it's a good
Or
representation of hypersexuality. I think.
Tier.
Yeah. What do you think, Luke? Are you okay with D?
D or C?
Okay. All right.
And the only thing Jagat's going for is that rack.
All right.
Unlike these
Oh,
women,
I-
she only has the
actually-
rack going.
Oh.
I liked Nora when she bit the lightning crystal. I thought that was
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was neat.
That was fun.
All right. What do we
All
think of the invincible
Mira.
girl?
Okay, I'm a little
She's an A or S.
Yeah.
confused
Or, well-
on Pythia? What is
Pythia,
her-
yeah.
Pythia. So she's got DID then.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
weird choice.
It definitely felt weird seeing it, and then having both of them fall in love with you equally.
Yeah.
honestly, I think it actually suits her kind of well.
It does kind of explain a
It
bit because
it
like
would make
she
sense.
does feel she feels in the show a little too innocent to be like, I am the greatest fighter, I can kick your ass in 3 seconds, but I'm
Hmm.
very nervous and have extreme social anxiety.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's like, of course, like, because like I think where Minos got it from is I call it the soldier mentality. When you blank out the fact that the soldier is even human, and for her, she needed to create a new wall that this person is her opponent and not someone that she can hold back on.
Hmm.
She's also fighting herself too, or Pythia, you know.
Uh, should Pythia have her own ranking?
She
That's a good question.
Yeah, because they're wildly different, even though they're kind of the same
wow.
person.
They're the same
I think
person, but it's like Pura is passive, while Pythia is aggressive.
Hmm.
okay. I don't think it's that Pythia's aggressive. She's
Well,
obviously
no, I mean like in
showing
terms of like if
aggression.
you're just to boil it down to the barest bones, it's like yeah, but it's like that's not what she is in actuality.
Hmm.
She's just a more headstrong version of herself.
Definitely more extrovert too.
Yeah.
So remember it being mentioned. Who does the fighting? Like things get hard. It's Pythia that takes over, right?
Yes.
Pythia,
Yeah,
because Pyrrha's too afraid to, face challenge. I guess. Is it?
mm,
Or
I forgot what it was
I think
exactly.
she was just trying to put her off until the end of the fight or something. I don't know.
When it came to the Vital tournament, Pythia was being petty and decided to not help her.
Hmm. I don't know.
yeah.
Otherwise, do you think Pure would have won in a landslide if it wasn't for Pythia?
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like it's not like Penny didn't get like some neat
Yeah,
upgrades.
but if David didn't die, he otherwise, I think Pure would have won. If
Maybe
yeah. So, what do you think? What are you guys thinking?
again, I said A or S.
For me, it's
You
C.
guys won't like me for this. I gotta give it a C, huh? I mean, I was gonna go kind of B,
E. Ah,
What?
B, not E, B.
I can understand.
Still,
I just don't like. I just don't think she's the most interesting, like you see her to be, Luke. I think her DID is interesting.
it's less about being interesting. I just thought she was fun to hang around with.
I'll put her an A. I
As like
guess.
most of these girls, I decided to put in S tier. Were more of like I find them the most intriguing, and I had the most fun going through their route. I just really liked hanging out with Pura
Yeah,
and
it's
Pythia.
yeah. It's not like they changed Pura's personality that much. She still has the all the
Yeah,
aspects I liked about Canon Pura.
Hmm.
and that's mostly because uh, this isn't a description for F95 on
Oh
JPDE.
boy,
He literally said he made Jade because he saw how Pura died and thought that was
I
bullshit.
thought it was Penny.
He
Nope,
just wanted to. I
Pura.
thought his original idea for this game was to be a penny dating simulator. He
It might
says
have been that. Let me double check
he
the
lo-
description.
he loves Penny,
Oh yeah,
and so he wanted to make a dating simulator, Penny, and then it became
I'm
this what we have
yeah.
now, JPDE.
I'm torn between A and B. Like that's kind of in the middle, but
Let's see here.
I would, I would put her because I like Pierre's
mhm.
character. And actually, seeing her get all mad and frustrated,
Yeah.
Jean wasn't interacting.
That little fucker.
Or
He
in the
changed.
romance.
He changed the description.
Uh, do you think it'll
Like,
show up
oh,
in the
God.
Wayback
A.
Machine? Yeah.
I'm too
Okay.
late.
All right.
What did he change the description to?
Change it to something that actually describes the game.
All right.
Before it didn't even describe the game, but now it does, and it's like, god damn it.
All right. What do we think of Lyren?
Lyren. Well, we how many dates do we have with Ren? Just one.
One.
Yeah, it's.
And it's the one you have no choice but to do if you're maxing out Nora.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
am so. Listen, F tier for him. My opinion, can't change it.
Uh,
I just don't like the NTR content.
is it NTR?
Listen, what is he gonna do? He's just gonna sit in the cuck chair and watch.
Well, it's not like he's into Nora. But
Listen,
he's
it's like
gonna
you're
ace.
dragging him along in this three-way, technically five-way relationship,
oh, jeez, you're right.
and it's like, well, yeah, but it's a five-way polyamorous relationship, and legitimately, I remember I talked to Vani about this, and it's like, legit, this is the mechanics of how it works. He pumps and dumps in Nora, and then he turns over and then starts hugging Ren. It's like, that's the only way I could see this effectively working in bed.
Yeah. In Luke's defense, he isn't finished, so I think that's a little fair, since what he's got going for them at the moment. But I do think Ren's cool.
The thing is that Ren is just like that. If it wasn't for the fact, like, I would rather just keep Ren as that chill you have
Yeah.
that you can hang out with. But I don't like that. I don't have a.
You don't have a what?
You can't go Lyren or Nora. You have to do both. No choice, buddy.
Yeah.
There's no input by the player to go like, should I go with both of them, or should I go with Ren because he's kind of cool, or should I go with Nora because I've already been going through dates with her?
Mm-hmm.
As like what? I don't even remember what dialogue option, what dialogue. Well, I should say what internal monologue David had, where I was like, man, we like to be with Ren. I just remember the entire vibe. It was like he was just that cool friend that was already done with the relationship. I was just giving you pointers on how to deal with Nora.
Mm-hmm. So what do we, what are you thinking, Van Wild?
He left. He needed to do a thing.
Oh shoot! All right.
He'll be back.
Mm-mm-mm.
And for those that watch the Cobalt content, especially the last episode,
Oh jeez.
you know that I was cheering for his defeat.
Yeah.
I'm back. All right.
All right. Van
You were
Wild.
cheering for Ren's defeat
Yeah.
Yeah.
Van.
against Sun.
It was Cobalt. Cobalt versus Ren.
Oh, okay. Cobalt, my bad.
But what are you giving Ren, Van Wild?
I like Ren. I'd give him more like a Ruby rating. C.
I think he's D.
Or D with Nora.
Yeah.
Do you think like Nora and Ren are kind of similar in the fact that they both got kind of messed up?
Yeah, both aren't finished,
In the
and
game.
both are well.
I was like, I feel like even if you finish Nora, there's no there's no date after the fact that'll fix it.
Probably. That
She's still in Nympho.
took the words right out of
So
my mouth.
is Ren into
Ren has
NCR?
potential to maybe be better, but legitimately he said he's asexual, so it's literally he sits in the cuck chair.
Or just cuddles. Shoot.
Or you just cuddle with him in the movie. I mean,
What do you think he's going to do while he's going to cuddle him while he's pumping in Nora?
gosh. Okay. In order to not get demonetized, we'll move on to team.
Hey, I didn't say he was. I didn't say the F word.
Okay. Team Coffee.
And just
Coffee.
upload it when the Middle Easterns are doing the review.
All right. Coco. Yeah.
What do we think of Coco?
I mean, Coco's
She's pretty
gotta go
fun.
into-
I love
Coco's
this
got
ass.
to go into A. She's got to go. She's got to go into A.
You know, I kind of agree, but her girlfriend, she doesn't pass the vibe check for A.
Velvet.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Because it's because of the sexual preferences she has.
No, it's just that she's boring.
Oh, Velvet.
But bunnies.
Yeah, boring. Velvet's boring.
I see. Yeah, I can see how her problems could be boring. Yeah. About her, something about her outfit. You know, that's weird. Okay.
What was I gonna? Oh,
Listen, this is like I'm also really bitter. I think a little bit has to do with the fact I'm still bitter that they hyped her up for season 3 of the promotional videos, and she shows up for like 30 seconds.
I know. I wanted more Coco.
And it's like the ability that they're hyping up so much, her semblance with the fucking goddamn picture thing is that, oh yeah, all those pictures she took of everybody's weapons. Well, guess what? She can use them now.
It was so cool at the time. In my opinion.
At the time, it was kind of cool, but then I thought about it. It's like, this is kind of bullshit. It's like, you're never gonna use her again because you guys are too stupid to know how to use this. And now we just lost Coco's team for the rest of the universe. Her show up again.
As someone who's more monogamous, I think that's my only gripe is that Velvet and Coco are a package deal.
Honestly, for some reason, I'm not as bothered by the fact they're a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like one of them's going to be sitting in the cuck chair. At least I can make the breeding like rabbits joke the entire time.
I don't think I finished Velvet though.
I think there's a. Oh wait, she has 4, but she doesn't have a final.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
funny that
I
we
want-
started doing push-ups in the middle of the cafeteria for coffee.
That was funny.
Yeah. And then she just hands you a get good mug.
Good. She's not done
son
yet.
of a
though.
bitch.
She doesn't have her 4th, right?
Yeah, she doesn't have her 4th, but you still get a finale fight, but you don't get a finale.
Yeah. I know about the
thingy.
finale fight. That was a pleasant surprise to have that.
I'm surprised. I was going to cook around. I was like, okay, I know she's not gonna have a, but I'm gonna see how it goes. And then next thing you know, she has a finale fight, and I was like, oh.
I thought her fight with Emerald was, or I remember liking it, but I don't remember the exact details.
It was interesting because it was it was detailed that she was actually trying to really pay attention to Emerald because her semblance is that she was able to do something within a space. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I mean,
And I was like, I remember that Coco had to be clever.
Coco got some of that David cleverness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wiped off
Yeah.
on her.
Natural for a second year, so it makes sense.
As far
That
as
second year got fucking clapped by a first year.
yeah, it happened.
So what are we thinking, Coco? If you guys got all your thoughts
I'm
out.
good with A.
Mm-hmm.
She's also our source of outfits too. So
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to not put her up high, up on A tier because she gives the
Yeah, I'm
outfits.
okay with A tier. What do you say, Vanwild?
Velvet gets fucking C or D.
all it.
What do you say, Vanwild?
I was saying yeah, A tier
Mhm.
for Coco.
All right.
Also, I don't really like how she uh, she was kind of beat, even though at the end it was okay. She was. I remember feeling like she was being kind of manipulative in order to get the relationship with David.
Um, it's been a while since I played the Coco route.
Because she was trying to. I remember she was trying to do some. Uh, and also she's the one that requested that one. That when they were having their sexy time, that Coco pretends to that Velvet was on top. This was the dom this time, and Velvet was pretending to be David, and she was getting Coco's getting railed by David.
Wow, so
in the fantasy,
so she's still A tier even though she's into NTR.
I mean,
who said the Velvet's A tier?
we're not here.
No.
To,
All right, I was talking about.
Coco was getting fucked by David in the fantasy.
yeah, she
I see.
Yeah.
We're not here to judge sexual preferences, people.
Oh, I'm very much here to judge sexual preferences.
I guess that's all we've been doing, huh?
All right, so
Exactly. We literally we put a nympho in D tier because
all right, what do we think of Fox, whose last name I don't?
mid.
Yeah, it's fair.
There's nothing.
Hang on. Be right back.
All right.
Maybe we'll get something, but there's nothing.
Yeah. Our only blind character. Alright.
I'm actually having to think about that for a second because I was like, wait, do we have another blind character?
Huh. Oh, Adam. Adam's blind. I forgot about that.
I didn't even notice Adam until just now.
Oh, yeah. Some of these are cropped weird.
So why are they cropped?
I don't know. It's just an issue I ran into.
Why didn't you just upload the image from the file in the game?
I did.
What kind of shit trickery is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, how about a quick detour for a second? Liven it up a little bit, you know. A non-team member, if you will.
Yeah, okay.
I'm thinking Amber.
Alright. As soon as Vanwild gets back.
Yeah. Because I'm generally curious to hear everyone's opinions on Amber.
I'll save it for when Vanwild gets back.
Yeah. Also, for listeners that are tired of hearing my terrible microphone, I'm getting one tomorrow. You're welcome.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Can't stand to hear myself.
Oh. Hopefully it'll fix all that delay.
That's not. Why would that part be part of the delay?
I don't know.
My delays were the internet issues. What are you talking about?
Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe this mic stand might give you some radio waves or something.
Everybody, this is what I got to deal with every time we record. Like, you think he's like being jokeful, but it's like, yes, that was facetious. He is not serious. But the thing is, he genuinely does not know shit about technology.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know when I'm joking.
I was like, I try to ask him, hey, if you have an extra slot for a SATA connection, I can get you an internal hard drive that's like 5 terabyte. And he was like, what? And I was like, this man is like organizing a voice acting project where he has a lot of memory to deal with, and yet he knows nothing about SATA.
I just delete the footage once I upload it.
Dude, I am very much big on archiving.
Yeah, it's probably
Evident by the fact by how much porn I actually have.
Oh my gosh, are we talking about this again?
Believe it or not, the subject isn't the porn itself. It's just the fact that I'm really big on archiving, and the fact that Vaughn understand what a SATA connection is.
Sadist connections, yeah.
All right.
I was like offering to buy him some computer, and when I said, "Hey, if you got an extra SATA slot, I can get you a 5 terabyte internal hard drive," and he was like, "What's a SATA?"
All right, we're deviating from going on
the teams for a second.
Yeah. What do we think of Amber?
We're deviating from coffee?
Yeah, just for a moment.
Okay. Give Amber...
Amber is... Yeah.
Well, from the show, we obviously don't know much about Amber.
We know jack and shit.
Yeah.
We know jack shit about Amber, except that she got attacked by Cinder. Now we have a fully fledged character here. And what I think about Amber, I think she's good at A, honestly. Yeah.
One thing that makes me feel weird. So I legitimately had debates in my own brain about consent because of Amber.
Consent?
Because okay. So if you decide to go to activate the Amber Dream, not safe for work turned on, which you can do any time when you're trying to go to bed. Amber will decide to control your dream and fulfill out her own sexual fantasy of you.
That is really weird.
You are completely unaware that this is her controlling all of this. And when you wake up, you're just like, why the fuck did I have this crazy wet dream? I better...
What'd you say, Luke?
What was the last thing I said?
Something about control.
The fact that she had, I think it's like the fact she has, all the control in the dream, and that when you wake up, you just think you just had a crazy wet dream about your best friend.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that. That part.
And it's like, it's like, is that consensual?
Yeah. Also, the part where she got kind of selfish, or that's the way I interpreted it. Maybe there's something I overlooked during the
selfish
ending.
about what?
Well, she gave Cinder the maiden power.
Well, David
it's her life, her thrive.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was selfish, and she still cared about David, so I don't understand why she did that.
Well, because David told her to start looking out for herself from now on, and if she had kept those powers, she was just gonna be, an husband probably somehow.
Possibly, or
she'll just always be a target as long as she has the powers.
So you give them to Cinder?
Yeah.
No matter what, she's just gonna be a target, whether it's by Cinder or Osmond, I mean, her only friend. Think about it. Her only friend is dead. She had no one to go to.
Oh yeah.
And to help her.
She did think David died at that moment.
Yeah. She did think David was dead, and his one promise that she made him keep, that she would look after, her own, and she would think about herself more, basically. That's exactly what she did. So I gotta respect it, I gotta respect Amber for...
You gotta respect the cojones.
Pushing back.
I guess I'd be okay with C. No, D. No, it's...
You're gonna compare Amber with Ruby.
No, she's D. D or E.
What?
Whoa! You're going lower.
Even I'm going like, whoa. Listen, Amber may have raped us in our dreams, but she's still one of the homies.
Actually, that's one of the part that made me want to put her in E.
Okay. Well, let's exclude the dream, the wet dream. Okay.
It doesn't matter to the story anyway, so I guess.
I feel like it might matter when we get more dates.
Hmm.
That's my game theory. Because they just added it nowhere. I don't remember it winning a poll at all. And it's like, I feel like it was in preparation to give more Amber dates.
Yeah. So Amber goes from being a broken character all by herself, lonely and everything. No one. We basically made I'd say second to Jack. We really made Amber into something else.
Yeah.
Something that she wasn't meant to. She was actually meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody only saw her as her powers. The Fall Maiden. David saw her as Amber. And
By the way,
that was-
comments, I fully encourage you to argue because I will be stalking the comments.
I will be posting this to JPDE memes since this is a trend going on down there.
Looks like we might have some arguments about our tier list then.
Listen, we are definitely having an argument over Amber.
Yeah, Vonnie. Okay, Vonnie, go over in your head right now. All of Amber's interactions, excluding the bedtime.
I mean, she's
That's
real
good.
sweet. She's.
It's less that.
Before that,
It's
it was
just
like
that.
she was perfect angel, must protect.
Yeah.
You do that to me.
She even.
talking about
As
her
shy as she
development.
is, she did have some of her funny moments. But.
Just like whenever Evelyn and David first
Oh,
have sex,
wait.
and she appeared saying, "Didn't disconnect in time."
Alright.
Is it
I
a
forgot
bad
that
time?
we technically made her want to do that. Like, not intentionally. It's just that she couldn't unplug herself when she was watching you do it to Evelyn.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on
So
why
she kind of got jealous.
Alright, if we put her in C, can we at least move Ruby to B?
Put her
Oh,
in B.
Ruby?
We can put.
Not Ruby.
What? Amber!
I will not concede on the Ruby.
Look, I'm just saying. I think Amber should go in A.
Oh my gosh.
So
But
you're
if
gonna
you
have to
wanna-
compromise
if
with
you
B,
wanna
bitch.
If you want to meet in the middle, go with B. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because there's no way in hell
Fucker.
you're not putting her with Fox.
Okay, I'm fixing. Oh my god. Okay.
Alright.
Fox has literally nothing. Amber has something. Get fucked.
Okay. What do we think of Velvet?
Velvet.
I mean,
Girl that's having problems about her uniform. Like, damn, what are we even doing?
I wish we
Velvet?
could actually see the outfit. I don't think I ever. I don't know if it's ever been
We
revealed.
never get the outfit.
That's weird. I'm a little biased. I met the original voice actress, and
We're not talking about her.
You mean
voice.
someone just talking in their normal British accent?
hey, it was Australian. I even bought her candle.
Even worse.
Shout out Katie's Candles. We got a link in the description. I'm not sponsored.
You got sponsored and you didn't share the shill money with me. I own your channel, bitch.
Hey, if anything, that money would go to the fan dub, not me.
Gotta think about priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
My priorities is to siphon money.
Alright, so, like Coco, I wish there was a more exclusive thing with Velvet.
You wish
but-
it was more exclusive. I'm okay with the non-exclusivity.
Well,
It's just that she's boring.
yeah, it's mostly a personal preference, but I think
Yeah.
they did okay
It's like
on
the only
her.
bonus is that we kind of get to see what she looks like naked before we actually have a sexy scene. Only benefit.
You're talking about the one day with her bra coming off or something?
Yeah,
That
Yep.
one. Yeah.
a little awkward.
The first one.
Was the first one?
Yes, that was the first one, actually.
Really?
Okay, I was. Yeah, you're right. It's the first one. I was thinking about her like staring out the window. Yeah, that wasn't a date.
Oh
It
yeah.
was just a scene that came up.
Hmm. All right. So what are we thinking? I'm
See,
actually. Yeah, I can deal with C. I think.
Sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. Belvy can definitely be with Ruby.
Alright.
I definitely wanted to see more.
F for that guy because he has nothing.
Yeah, yeah, it's fair. I mean, it was funny to see that
I meant E because we're at least Fox. Actually, wait, no, does he even have lines?
Yeah, Yatsuhashi makes a comment about how he's not interested in Mercury because he wouldn't be good at cuddling.
E. Okay.
Yeah.
For that comment, you get E.
San.
Hmm?
Son?
You
Isn't
wanna...
that the lion-haired girl?
Oh, Arslan?
Arslan, I'm sorry.
Alright, I forgot.
Should we go with someone else?
Yeah.
How about Lisa? Lisa.
Yeah, okay.
Who's Lisa again?
Lisa Lavender,
Lisa
the news
Lavender.
lady?
The bitch that I voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you first see her when she's trying to talk with Jack, right?
Something
Or
like
was it
that.
Glinda?
It was... I'm pretty sure it was Jang trying to
Okay,
get...
so
Okay.
the question: how old is the cast for JPDE?
Jack would be
I always
7.
I always assumed she was 17.
Yeah, 17.
But the way she acts, I just assumed she was 18. 'Cause
Yeah.
it implied that she was
Well,
older than the rest of them.
I mean, she's just more mature. That's because of her line of work, with Ozpin and everything.
Yeah.
Also in the Aspen line of work.
And she's
That's how
also,
they know each other.
She's also an older sister, so there's that too.
Yeah, so I was like, I just assumed she just went through the game. I thought I made a lot of pedophile jokes about Lisa Lavender when I
course
saw
you
her go to the Vital dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like, now I think Jack might be 18. I think that might.
Still think they got together after the dance.
Yes.
Sure.
If you're going to tell me that Jack got no game, you are wrong.
I mean,
So, Lisa, go ahead, Vonnie. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say, from what I remember, she is a good reporter. I think, or journalist, whatever you want to call her. She does make Jack blush, which is fun.
She gives us.
That's how
a
she
new
receives.
side.
I'm pretty
She
sure
gives
that
us-
picture is just a nude picture.
Wait, what?
Remember Jack lusting over a picture she got?
Oh yeah.
He thinks it's a picture of a nude Lisa or
I
something.
I thought it was just a regular picture of Lisa.
Well, I mean, why is Jack gonna
Oh yeah,
make
why
it?
would she send a regular picture of herself to Jack?
Cause she's down
Then
bad.
Jack goes gaga. Come on.
I don't know. She's not my favorite. She's not my least favorite.
She's pretty mid.
Yeah,
You think she's mid, like C tier mid, or
I think
E
so.
tier mid?
Well,
Like we don't. Well, obviously we don't have any route.
We might have to put those two further.
honestly, she's also in the area of like not finished. Assuming there's more to her.
Or we just put her
Assuming.
D then. I mean, personality-wise, for her personality and like helping us in the game, I think she should go C tier.
Mm-hmm.
Move her in front of a Velvet.
Okay. Yeah.
We should start doing some ordering here.
Yeah. That would be better.
Okay.
Alright, this one should be a lot faster. What do we think of Arslan?
Mid. Don't know anything.
Say,
They do for these three. Nothing about them.
I think she's E tier because she has even less content than Ren and Nora.
She has no date. What are you talking about?
Yeah. What do you think,
pretty
Van
much
Wild?
nothing.
Nora
That's
has these are 3 or 4 dates. She got nothing.
So we see she comes with us on the fight to what forest again?
Burrito, I think, or however you pronounce it.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes with us on that adventure, and so we get to interact with her a bit more, and fight with her.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I at least think she should be a D tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
There are other reasons I think she should be that low is just because honestly, I don't really get much personality from her.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
don't know
say
if she really.
put her there because I don't care where you guys put her. In
Yeah.
all honesty,
I don't care either. I don't even know who this is.
The-
Or
Bond.
Bolin or something like that.
Bolin. Yeah, Bolin.
I think
Yeah,
he's over.
I don't like-
Tier. I'd say F tier just because there's like literally one line with him.
Yeah, that's
One-
fair.
and it's
One
not even
person.
funny. We gave Mr. Green up there E because he had.
Yeah. All right, but
He had a fight scene. Yeah.
all right, but Reese.
Reese is on
What'd you say?
this. Me?
Yeah,
Reese is on the same level as Neon Cat for me.
and that is. I think she's at.
Neon Cat, like, her problem is that her whole thing is like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to lie.
I thought it was
It wasn't-
insult
Lying,
or roast.
Just being like roasting people, putting the fire under their ass,
I think
trying
Reese
to get them. Reese should probably go E tier.
E tier. Really, I mean, she seems fun, but there's not
Agreed.
enough. There's not enough for her. But I understand.
The reason I put Arslan above Reese is because she was more useful during the fight against the enormous turtle.
Okay, now I'm having mixed feelings. I think Reese should at least go above Arslan.
Well, here's the thing. The sniper lady.
May?
Hey, yeah.
She does more stuff.
She definitely has a lot. She actually has her own arc, so
Yeah, she's got.
She has a mini arc, if you will.
yeah.
You literally go.
Either
Honestly, I would.
I'm not gonna lie, I do resent her for it because every time I done it, except for the Iron Man route, as I call it, I literally only survive by the skin of my teeth.
Are we still
it's like-
arguing about Vani? Okay, Vani. So why do you think Reese should go above Arslan?
because she's just more fun. She's.
Vaughn?
I mean, Reese was
She's
there whenever Arslan
Yeah, she-
was with Arslan, and Arslan's
she-
attack doesn't really do much against the Gamera.
The Lions,
Okay.
Lions Fury,
Yeah,
something like.
I mean, you're screaming at a mountainous being. I don't think it's gonna work on a giant turtle.
I think it has a debuff effect.
Or well, it did more damage to the Beowulfs, from what I remember.
Did more damage to the what are the praying mantises called?
Walang.
Wildling, yeah, it did more.
Minos.
damage to Wildlings,
For the
too.
love of Christ, actually add a fucking health bar.
Please.
You know what, why don't we put Reese and Arslan together then, since they're both pretty similar, like very similar in terms of screen time and overall.
And where the
I can live
fuck
with
do I
that.
put May?
I was thinking we should put May in B tier.
Really, I was gonna say C.
That's right. C? No, because May. Think about it. Even though May doesn't have any routes or dates,
Okay. Actually,
she's
I
far
have a
more
theory.
interesting. She's far more interesting than Velvet or Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this for sure, but everything in my brain hole screams that we're actually going to get more May
I
content
hope so.
at some point. Because she has you uh, Moonlight at one point.
Moonlight what?
Moonlight as her boyfriend.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, did we do that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that happening.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as like a cover up or something like that.
Yeah.
Forget why though.
So, okay, the reason why we did that is so they don't question her when she goes out for her revenge plot, because her
Oh.
friends are trying to get her to stop doing the revenge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why she's trying to be a huntress anyway, right? She's just kill this one Grim
Yeah.
and do something else.
And you literally ask her. So you have some dialogue at the dance. Because, like, now that she has no purpose to being a huntress, she is saying that she might leave. And you can talk her into. If her correctly, you can talk her into staying a bit longer. My only theory is like there might be more mid content.
Here's hoping. But
Interesting.
I can accept the B tier. What do you say, Luke?
She's got a good
All I can
story.
say is
going.
that they can't. All I can say is that she can't be with Reese.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, obviously. I wouldn't say she's as mid as Ruby or Velvet. At least
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Oh yeah, but the thing is that like we put Amber up there because she's still one of the homies. Is May one of the homies?
I think so.
Is Blake a homie?
We had a pretty heart to heart with May during that whole arc. So I think so.
I feel like we might get more. If we don't get more May content in JPD 1, we're definitely going to get in JPD 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Who's next?
Let's
For me.
deviate from teams and let's go with quick one. Oobleck, I guess.
Like, okay,
E because there's nothing.
Yeah.
He shows up for like a -.
He's as
For something. You should have went for like Glinda Goodwitch, Winter, maybe even Roman Torchwick, but you went for the quickest boy.
well, yeah, because he's quick to rank. I guess.
E.
Yeah. All right, let's do another
I
non-team.
mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea to kind of get the small ones out of the way first so that we can.
Okay, small one.
Port.
Ironwood.
Ironwood's,
Ironwood, you think Ironwood's not a small guy?
yeah, he's like 7 foot.
He's not small. He's not a
That's
small
not what I mean. It's like the amount of conversation we'll have about either Port,
shopkeeper.
except actually, okay, Port. I only love Port for his voice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Isn't he hitting on Yang? It's the same guy that was hitting on Yang.
I don't
Yang.
remember that.
Remember that.
Season 1, he winked.
All right, for
Yeah.
quicker, what do we think of Shopkeep? He pays us. He helps
Pays
us on
us.
that
He's
white state.
He contributes to the capitalist system. He's B.
Oh my gosh. People are gonna riot if we put them over these people.
They can write all they want. He's part of my capitalist system. He fuels my dress addiction.
People will be mad if we don't put the shop. I mean, it's the shopkeeper, you know?
He even helps with. Well, I think what makes him B is that he helps with the white state.
Yeah, he tripped that
Squirrel guy.
one guy we were chasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we can put him B.
All right. Let them riot.
He's a homie. The homie.
All right, we got 2 quick ones. Should we move on to Team
about
Indigo?
Let's do Sun real quick. I want to do Sun.
All right.
Let's do the rest of the quick ones. Robot Boy.
Oh, AK unit. I mean, he's cool.
So the AK units are adapt to be able to. Sorry, they're specialized to be able to adapt to any semblance they come across.
Really?
Which is how they were able. That's how they were able to deal with Jack.
Yeah.
You notice that, her ability to absorb kinetic energy was actually her greatest downfall. So
Well,
they switched.
listen, they betray us, so they're not one of the homies.
But they are cool.
No, we're talking about character here.
Yeah.
They've got character.
They're not one of the homies, though.
Actually,
Okay, they didn't willingly betray us, so like they're getting taken advantage of.
they know they
You're saying they got touched in their no-no square?
pretty much.
They're victims. They're victims. Yeah.
They do not know what they do, or they not know what.
Forgive them, Lord, for he do not know what he has done.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
I will only concede with E.
That's
Oh, don't give AK. Don't get the AK. Why not? I mean, if we put them D, then
Oh wait, one of the AK units does call Neo a midget or something like that.
Okay, they get D for that.
Nah, come on, C.
We have, if we put them in C, we have to put them ahead of Velvet.
You really
So
don't
Ruby is.
We can put him here.
What's wrong?
What about right here?
just.
Are you seriously going to say that the AK unit is better than Ruby?
You know what? Why don't you put them above D tier then? Above everybody else in D tier.
Okay. Or well, I can't believe we're debating so hard on this very not so.
I'm trying to just be cooperative with Luke here because he for some reason doesn't see the potential of the AK unit.
So, top E tier.
No, top of D tier, not E tier.
Oh, okay.
I thought we established that. D.
Yeah.
D
Wait,
tier.
what do you think is top of this stuff? What are you talking about? The more left we are is top.
Yeah.
So the top of E is C. For some reason, is Lisa.
Okay, I can fix that.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Another quick one. Scourge.
I barely remember his ass existing.
He's definitely cooler than the AK unit.
He's all okay. Maybe they should go in the same. They should go in the same tier though.
That's fair. He can go past the AK.
Or after AK.
Also, I gotta say, I definitely do like Scourge more in the video game. Actually,
Or you mean
than
the
in
show?
I like him better in the video game actually.
What video game?
The one we're talking about.
What we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You guys are Nimrods that only played JPDE. What are you
I
talking
played
about?
Jade 2.
I watched all seasons of Ruby, and
Like, come on.
even though I didn't want to, I did it just so I could understand what was going on. But honestly, it's bullshit right now.
All right. Who else is?
Oh,
low end?
Song Guy.
Song guy.
He's
Oh.
I don't know his name. Yeah,
Flint?
that guy. Yeah.
Flint, the guy with the trumpet. Where is he?
He's right here. He doesn't have a face because of reasons.
Well, he's got a
Take
pretty.
the faces away from the black community.
Yeah, let's not go there. Flint doesn't really have much going on for him.
If he doesn't have a mouth, he doesn't have a voice.
Oh my gosh.
You're trying to take the voice away from the black
I
community.
didn't want to. It just came like that, okay?
And as a black person, you must put his voice
Isn't Emerald black?
to the unspoken.
Oh yeah. Emerald has her face. Where is she? Yeah, she's right there.
CL's black.
Er,
Too.
I don't know. CL is racially ambiguous for me.
Well, 'cause
Let me
she's
find her real quick.
She's
ginormous.
down here.
Oh, there you are. No, she's.
What'd you say?
Luke.
Indian.
Oh, well, I didn't want to make assumptions right away, but yeah, I was going for that too.
Assumption. That's what I wait.
I suppose that explains
just-
the gold. stone on her forehead.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I saw the forehead thing and the fact that her skin tone is that way. I thought he was going for a more Indian vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean the snake girl is Egyptian?
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Probably.
But also.
Because of her blades?
Mm. So what do we think of Flint?
I would put Flint in D tier as well.
And honestly, I always thought she was Egyptian just because of the snake motif, anyways.
Yeah. Are you okay with Flint being in D tier, Joe? Luke?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't care for him.
He still goes before the AK unit.
Oh.
Hey. Haters.
Hey.
Or well, I don't know.
Should we talk about Port and then just get him out of the way real quick?
Yeah. All right, next.
You bastard.
All right.
He at least belongs in E
Yeah, that's fair. What do you think?
before Ublik.
Before, yeah.
We can do that. We can do that.
All right. Whoops. Who's the least significant out of this list?
What about Crow?
Crow?
He's not the least significant. I'd say Tai Yang is probably.
Oh yeah, he's only significant in Yang's story.
Mm-hmm.
Story. And
okay,
Crow's the main story. He comes up once to help with our aura, figuring out our semblance.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember going on the ship whenever Professor Polendina took our blood?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he hit a roadblock because there was nothing wrong with the blood. It must be aura, but he's not an aura specialist. And
oh yeah, we had to talk to Ruby to get the old man here.
I don't remember that very well, but you guys go off.
Yeah, but honestly, it's kind of F tier, and who might argue?
Why?
Luke, you cut
So
it out.
okay, the reason why for F is because when he comes up to you and finds out that you're dating one of his daughters, or even both of them, he has barely any reaction to it. He doesn't immediately go into a full investigator mode. It's like it doesn't throw you to the.
That is a reasonable reaction. However,
you.
well, I don't think he dated Summer and Raven at the same time, but he. Wait,
First
has
of
he?
all, I want to. Okay.
No, it was Raven first, then Summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
I want to point out that programming wise, if you're going for both Ruby and Yang at the same time, and you end up talking to Tai, it defaults to Ruby.
That's weird.
And if you're
Because there is no Ruby discovers Yang getting in bed with you type of deal. She only discovers
say it.
I think he
again.
cut out.
she only discovers Weiss.
Oh.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything when you're like going dating Ruby at the very least.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's like it's one thing if it was like Yang, because like okay, he might feel that Yang is a big girl, she can handle herself in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I think it would have a different tone when it comes to Ruby.
Or well, I think he does like kind of threaten David a little bit, but that's all I can remember.
That Enrico did.
So you're just disappointed because you didn't get a
proper dad.
the brawler Yang reaction. You know, you didn't.
I'm disappointed that we didn't get the winter reaction out of Tai. At least I can justify Winter's actions by like she
What, Luke?
I said I can at least justify Winter's actions.
Oh my gosh. Luke, you cut out again. One more time.
I said I said I could at least justify Winter's actions, but attempt to justify her actions by saying she experienced firsthand people trying to take advantage of her for her name,
Oh.
and is fearful of her sister experiencing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ty is a dad, and I think most dads have just naturally
Natural fear of what?
guy of boys touching their precious little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
It's like it's one thing if he's not all that scared about Yang being in a bad relationship because Yang is Yang, but it's Ruby we're talking about here.
Yeah. Well,
as far as dad reactions, you know who else I'm disappointed about actually?
Enrico?
I'm disappointed. Yeah, Enrico.
Mm.
Because he said he needs to put the fear of God into Penny's boyfriends, and we did not get a conversation at all about stating Penny in front of Enrico. So I was a little disappointed about that, but.
Yeah, but
So, can we talk about Tai Yang as far as Yang's events or Raven's events? Not sure how much experience you guys have with that.
I remember Tai Yang being in the wrong during the Yang event.
So,
but I don't
Tai
remember.
Yang, if you don't remember exactly, Vonnie, Tai hid the fact that Yang is a princess and also lied about why her mother disappeared.
Mm-hmm. He also hid the fact that there was a letter written by Raven.
Oh, I remember that.
To be given to Yang, you know?
Yeah.
Tai. I really just didn't want much of Raven's influence in Yang's life, so he did not give her the letter and tried to cut Raven out pretty much as possible.
I just realized he actually acts like the dad you would think he would be for Yang in this situation, but he won't do that when he first meets you.
Meets what?
Mm-hmm. It's you.
Oh.
Yeah, meets you. When you meet, he's so afraid of the influence Raven might have on her, but he's not afraid of like the influence of a potential boyfriend.
Yeah, it's strange. I kind of.
Well, to be honest with you, he knows Raven more than David, and they were also
paranoid.
They're also there to. He was also there to help us, you know.
Mm-hmm. Tai Yang is so complicated.
Help you, but he can just be like, so you've been treating my girl right?
Wait, what?
We could have like one of those typical dad scenes where he goes like, so you treating my girl right?
Yeah.
I suppose. All right, where are we gonna put Papa Blonde, huh? I still think
He's not boring. We're putting him next to Nora and Dee.
That's fair. I can live with that.
Do that.
All right, since we talked about Enrico earlier, what do we think about him?
Honestly, Enrico's kind of.
I know what.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. He's cool. He's a homie.
That type of character.
It's
like I do agree. I wish he put the fear in God in us because that'd be kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't.
Let's put him in B though. He's still.
He's one of the homies.
Yeah, he's one of the homies. It's fun.
I don't know why, but I feel like Enrico.
We gotta put him ahead of me.
Oh, right. My bad.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on Paul and Dina?
I was gonna say that I feel whenever I first played JPDE, I felt like he was supposed to appeal to the Silver Fox crowd. I don't know why.
Do with this first CG that shows up.
Yeah, that's why I thought it, because he was portrayed as that way.
Well,
it's like a ginger Hugh Jackman in the CG.
He's a better portrayal of Penny's dad than the freaking show did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pinocchio dad.
I mean, when I look at this guy, I do think, oh, that's Penny's father. I see Penny's dad in the show. I was wondering, like, what the hell was Rooster Teeth thinking?
I feel like it was just
I
his.
think it was inclusivity. I think that's what happened.
Probably.
But I do like the fact they used the same voice actor from Lee from in The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's. I can see that now.
It's true.
Also, I like.
It's like they didn't really use him that well because like he has a good emotional range
Hmm.
and fucking act.
All right.
Okay, what should we go
Salem?
for next? Salem doesn't really do
Nothing.
She does nothing.
nothing.
She just shows up, be angry, and leave.
I mean, pretty much everything that she pops up in the game, everything is pretty much from the show,
Yeah.
I talked about the show. Unless it's talking about. Actually, I thought it was pretty interesting, when Ozpin discovers the existence of what's her name? What's her name?
Tiny Salem.
Oh, Janara.
Nara, yeah, which means door, apparently. Doesn't Ozpin contact Salem?
Actually, no. He finds Janara after he talks to Salem.
Huh.
Really?
I think, even though
I
she's.
thought though, I'm pretty sure the reason he contacted Salem in the first place was because of Janara, and Janara looks so much like Salem.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We had when we were rescuing Evelyn.
Huh?
Say that again.
So remember that kaiju fight we had when we were trying to find Evelyn.
Oh yeah, the Gamera. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she does
so-
help with that, or Janara does. I
Yeah,
mean.
when Janara helps with that,
With her dragon.
one of the drones that was there captures a picture of Janara, and that's when we have the scene.
Oh, huh.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But even though she's very minor, she does bring a lot of interesting questions I had for JPDE
She's
too.
fun. She's fun. Yeah.
Hmm. I think she's at least C. What do you guys think?
See,
Salem?
Yeah.
Oh, Salem. Salem.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about Janara. But no, you're right. Salem. No, I don't think Salem's a C. She's just not. Not that she's not a significance. Her presence in the game overall was pretty insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, it tells us that there's a
Oh, we
higher
didn't
power.
even know.
There's a higher power to Cinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Actually,
Luke?
I don't even think we. Actually, if you didn't even play Ruby, I didn't play.
Watch.
Salem was controlling Cinder.
Oh.
Is she controlling Cinder?
He doesn't
or
even
is
make mention of Salem once.
Yeah, that's weird. But what do you think, Luke?
I would
Put her with the
say-
teachers.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Wait, what?
Put her with the teach.
Oh, wait, really?
She has like a couple of lines.
Okay,
Be
look,
angry
okay.
and fucks off.
No. B tier at least. I mean,
B. She's not one of the
Oh,
homies.
All right, D.
D
D.
tier.
I can live with
Okay.
D.
Yes. Yeah, she has a role. She has a more role than these two at E. No line to have an ass.
Listen, she goes next to the fucking robot.
All right.
Let's talk about
Weezer?
West or yeah,
Sir.
whatever.
Wester, we gotta. He's a good villain. What can I say?
he's
He's a pretty good villain.
he's okay. For some reason, I really want
His
to.
presence.
Um,
It's like I was more fearful of Bella than I was of Weezer.
yeah. He's pretty mysterious. He's
Yes. What? So yeah, Bella's semblance is pretty stronger than Wester's. Yeah.
really. You think so?
Well, it's actually strong and also really chaotic.
Yeah.
I forgot what.
Okay, look.
Because
Wester,
so her semblance basically drives her mad and
What'd you say after Mad?
profile.
I didn't catch that either.
say it all again.
It drives her mad.
Oh goodness.
You're gonna have to say that again. It drives her mad. Keep going.
And makes her a pyrophile.
Oh yeah.
Pyromaniac.
Pyro. Yeah. Mm.
But I think.
I know. I think she might get turned on by fire. She holds that lighter in a particular way.
I don't want to think about that.
But
But back to
you know
what?
she's the youngest one here, right?
Probably.
Why is it that I don't believe that?
Why
I,
don't you believe?
I don't. But we're talking about Weasel here.
Yes, sir.
Darn it.
Weasel? Are you shitting?
Lock screen for my computer, alright?
Sir Von Goeth, I believe you. Can you go up, please?
Yeah.
See around tiers. Yeah. I think he should go because obviously he's not a homie. B tier.
Hmm.
I think.
I
I don't.
He's far more. He's far more.
D tier next
interesting
to Ren.
Oh no, I think he's far more interesting than C or B. I think he should go into A.
I'm mixed. I mean, I don't think he's that cool.
Well,
but
in case
he's
you
mysterious.
forgot, B is where the homies at. You sure he's A tier?
Talking about
tier?
like his mysteriousness is
Yeah, but would you
Keep
really
going,
put him
Charles.
above the homies?
I'm putting him above shopkeeper May. Valentina. Is Jean above the homies?
I can see that. But honestly, I'd put Wester in C for me.
All right. All right.
What do you say, Luke?
I said I agree.
Okay. All right. Back to a more cooler. For some reason, I feel like Torchwick is the counterpart of Wester, or Wester gives me Torchwick vibes.
Torchwick just has all the style,
Yeah.
the pizzazz.
Yeah.
Wester's not like that.
Wester
just cares about manipulation and pretty much being at the top.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Torchwick was at the bottom. He didn't have the book smarts, but he had the street smarts.
Yeah, Torchwick
thing is,
actually
Torchwick-
has a backstory as opposed to this guy.
And see, the thing is, Torchwick is at the bottom, but he owns the bottom. You know.
Yeah.
He does. He's out there, you know, getting shit done, making a name. So, but he's at the bottom still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He controls that area, you know.
For me, it's,
And it's like at the point we meet him, he is literally having problems keeping his men in line because he's at the thumb of Cinder and he hates every moment of it,
mm-hmm.
and it causes friction between him and Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Let me go to the
it does.
bathroom while y'all talk about this.
Okay.
All right, Torchwick. I think you know.
Torchwick
while
is
he's
S
not,
for me, by the way.
S. He
S.
said S.
Shit. Okay. S. I don't think he's an S, but
I think A or B. He's definitely one of the homies.
Yeah, Torchic really comes around for us, you know, especially when it comes to Neo. Put him in A.
You don't got the heart of a killer, but you're all right.
Yeah, he's funny, especially when he's getting Neo mad
About the fact
her
she
being
can't get
whole
friends.
Yeah, like she's like he literally says to her like, "You're not very cute," but you know, so she just gets pissed.
And I think it's fun that we actually have an where we
What?
go from having we have an evolution in the Neo story where David goes from not understanding her mannerisms, having to talk through text, to she can make a smile and immediately knows what that.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, just shows like how well friends, you know, we got with
Yeah.
Neo.
Yeah, it's like Neo is actually my favorite route because it is the ultimate
Neo.
the home.
Love Neo.
So what? Yeah, she is the ultimate homie in the entire game.
I'm back. Did y'all settle for a tier?
Torchwick, it definitely gets B or A for me.
I was gonna say A.
All right, I can settle on A.
What is it he said? When Penny was breaking into the Atlas ship, you know,
I forgot.
he said something funny.
Yeah, he says like, "Oh, look at me, very something scary lady." I don't know.
Like he said, like, "I'm not running away. I'm just not gonna get killed by the ginger redheaded some
Robot girl.
Go back.
And also, not to mention, the first time Penny and Torchwick interact with each other, she talks like she's in one of those old comics.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "It's the nefarious Roman Torchwick. That ne'er-do-well evades law at every moment."
Yeah, wasn't that during the Neo's third
Something like
or
that.
fourth date?
It was during. Wait, no, it wasn't during a third day. I think it was like an event. It was a.
No, I think it was during.
You went out to get groceries,
Mm-hmm.
and then Penny abandoned. Oh no, it had to be the third date. I just remembered. Never mind. It is the third date. Yeah, because Penny abandons you while you're getting groceries, and then you bitch.
Keep going.
And then after that, Neo, he walks around, finds Neo next to a guy that he thinks is a pervert, which he probably is. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't realize that it's Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the mint outfit.
I like it when these two characters also talk. Torchwick and Ospen.
They talk?
They have a conversation.
I did not know that.
It's more like an interrogation. You know, in the show where Roman gets taken into custody after Team Ruby comes in with the train to Vale. Well, that happens in the game, obviously, and interrogate Torchwick.
Huh.
It was just an interesting interaction because they're like polar opposite characters, you know.
Because like Neo, when you're friends with Neo, she shows up more around the Vital Festival, trying to look for Roman, and going with the plan. Because he's clearly still in custody. And it's like she's clearly not having a good time. She's really nervous.
Alright. Well, while we're on Torchwick, I guess we can move on to Neo. Yeah. Alright, next one.
Oh, what is?
Will not get this blasphemy X tier, you little shit.
Yeah, okay.
You got something wrong with you if you're putting Neo in F tier.
S.
All right. What do you think, Vanwild? Before we finalize it.
S tier.
Okay.
S
Okay.
tier,
That's fair.
for sure.
We both agree on the.
I'm sorry, Vonnie. Do you have an opinion on what you think Neo should be?
No, I like Neo. She's cool.
Do you think she's S tier though? I mean, what's your
Yeah, I
opinion?
think she's S tier. I mean, she's the
Damn
best
right,
friend.
she's S tier, motherfucker.
We can stay friends then.
But yeah, even though
I'd even say that she's above Yang.
oh yeah, I forgot about that whole thing, but I don't know about that. But
Vanwild.
I like that it's platonic, and
Yeah, it's the only
what'd you say?
you have. I like it's the only platonic relationship. But for some reason, there's an option that when you go to sleep, you can have a wet dream about her, but it's not acknowledged as a wet dream. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's weird, but
Should we do a small one?
yeah, Team Irrelevant or
Team irrelevant. Thunder.
or Thine or oh, was it Thunder? I thought it was Thine for some reason.
It's Team Thunder.
Huh.
I just.
They can all go in E.
E?
Yeah.
It is Team Thunder, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, they're all on the same team.
Yeah.
Because I remember these two, they were venting to you about how much they hate the guy.
Guy is a bit of a prick.
I don't know.
But I mean,
Honestly, I think the guys should go in F, but the rest can go in E, I guess.
There's not much to them.
What is her name? Mary, the white hair.
Miriam?
Miriam. She gives me the creeps, man.
Yeah, she's like a kudere or something like that. Or
Aqua. I think Aqua can be.
Abusive relationship with that man. She's due to wed that guy.
yeah.
I think Aqua can be D.
Yeah. Or well, I don't really care for her. She does something important, but
No, this guy is definitely a dick.
yeah.
Oh, like I don't mean. Does he really even care about
F,
Miriam?
what are you debating on?
Okay.
Does he even care about Miriam, or is he just like? She just
Using
wants
her, yeah.
just wants her good side.
I feel like
Aqua should go in D. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Aqua had a more, significance than the other characters in that team.
fair enough. And then Sierra, I think she's the same case in my opinion. She helps with the fight.
Very good.
I think it's funny that she does that hissing thing on purpose.
That's funny, yeah.
Although it does bother me a little bit. Like, why is it so long?
Yes.
Do you agree, Luke, before we move on?
Yeah, I don't care about them. You can put them anywhere but down here.
Alrighty then. Ilya?
Ilya.
Listen, I don't care about her at all.
I don't like that.
She shows up when you do Blake's route.
Mm-hmm.
But about her is when you see her in Ruby. Somehow she's more interesting in Ruby to me than in this game.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, you're not wrong.
She's kind of just crazy, especially in the Blake route.
Yeah, at least in Ruby, she
You had a crush on Blake.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
in both.
and felt genuinely betrayed by her leaving the Fang.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's something there.
Also, I don't like that she's the only character sprite that has her back facing for some reason.
Yeah, I should and booty. I'll put her in E because of the booty.
I'll take that. I guess. Andrea?
Listen, we got. I am a subscriber of the Femboy Nation, but that only gets them to C at most for me.
Andrea as a character in general is very petty, obviously.
And very flamboyant.
Yeah.
Very flamboyant.
I actually voiced them in the fandom.
Yeah.
Voicing Andrea.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's D for me.
Oh, handsome.
It also was, getting touchy-feely with Aaron, That was pretty
Aaron.
much... Oh, I'm
Was
sorry,
Aaron?
David.
Yeah.
David. I name
Is-
him Aaron.
Dude,
So-
the amount of times I almost say Ultra Sip instead of David. Yeah, when I play JPDE, I always name him Ultra Simp.
So every time the other character's gonna say your name, say Ultra.
Yeah, what's funny is that, like, at first it was really funny, but later on, I wasn't even phased when they started saying it and was taking the story seriously, even though they said, "No, Ultra Simp." I
Hello?
immediately.
Oh.
All right.
For me, it's D.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
I can live with that, but you gotta put him next to Ren.
I can go with that. Or
No, okay. Why? No. Why are we putting him with these guys? I mean, this is the class of guys that pretty much have little to no significance,
Yeah,
They
Andrea
they still do something.
Mm,
We're talking about Andrea here, that basically makes Evelyn crash and burn and want to, rethink everything.
when you put it like that, I guess she can go on low end C tier.
Well, yeah, at least put him C.
All right. Adam.
Adam, you could put him D.
They make him sound really cool in Blake's route, which, as a fan of his design, I like that, I guess.
To be honest,
So he's just cooler.
Yeah,
then?
he's basically just cool. He's
Alright.
so wherever you guys want to put him, I'm okay with.
You can put him D.
Luke.
I think Luke cares.
Yeah, probably not.
Salem.
Oh,
Salem.
above Salem? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
What about Crow?
All right.
Talk about Crow.
I should give y'all a
He's
turn,
only got-
actually.
Wow.
What was that, Vonnie?
I'm gonna start giving you guys turns since I've been choosing who to vote or who to tier next. But
So Crow
Well,
is
any
only
speed.
got one route. We meet him basically by what? The bar?
yeah, he kind of
Obviously.
just stumbles along.
The
Yeah.
thing is that, like,
Doesn't he throw up on us or?
No, he
near us?
throws up on Taiyang.
on Tayo, yeah.
so the thing is that, like, this crow is less cool than the show crow.
Sadly.
Yeah. It is true. It is an unfortunate truth.
I will put him next to Ruby.
Yeah, I can agree. He does throw up on Taiyang, so that puts him above Taiyang. What do you think, Vanwild?
Yeah. Honestly, I was going for D.
Mm,
I just don't. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's that much of a significant. I mean, he's in the story more than the other characters, but I don't know. I just don't feel like he plays a vital role to really be in C tier with characters that we claim to be. Meh. They still have vital roles.
yeah.
I'm next to Nora, then.
All right. Above tie.
Above tie, yeah. Above tie.
All right, Luke, you pick one if you want.
Winter.
All right. We're going to throwing big punches
What's your deal
now.
with winter? What's your deal with winter?
Yeah. All right, that joke's gonna get old. I'm surprised you didn't say anything, Luke.
I did say something.
Oh well, when you cut out,
I
so
think-
it's too late.
No.
Alright, so you like the reaction from winter, huh? And tie it up and everything?
Actually, believe it or not, I'm not into that. I just really
You really what?
Just really what?
story.
Oh, okay.
enjoy the story.
I'll let you guys decide.
not
I
wrong.
haven't done the route.
You're not
Are
wrong,
you
Winter.
fucking kidding me? And you tell me you like the granny, even though you haven't even met her? Get the fuck out of my office!
Who's Granny?
The granny.
The mother.
Oh, Willow. Right.
Hello. Not a grandma.
Yeah.
Alright, if you look, just for the record, y'all, if you don't know anybody's route, but you want to without playing the game, you could always go to Fae Hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or
this
me.
channel,
Or
watch-
me. What?
Or you.
Yeah, I was like, you're trying to drive people away from his channel? God damn.
Dang.
Cold blooded.
I'm just trying to help or get information.
All right. So.
Anyway.
The only information you get is how to subscribe to our Patreon.
Which we don't have yet.
That's right. Alright. Winter, I feel like she's definitely the homies.
So, I can concede to Homie, but she has to be above Blake.
I don't know much about. I guess.
I don't know if she's above Blake.
Mm,
She's definitely above Amber though.
Yeah. I can't say anything because haven't played her out.
Okay, so Luke, you think Winter's better than Blake?
Yes.
Pretty much? Yeah. All right. What about her exactly? Better than Blake.
Way more fun to go through, to be honest.
She's definitely interesting. You know.
Yeah, because like the thing is that like I kind of jive with her thought process. I don't condone it. I don't condone her actions, but it's like I get it.
That was hilarious when she sat on us while we were doing push-ups.
That was
Say that again. Okay.
You broke.
it's like the moment she decided to be a complete cunt to us and try to challenge us, I was like, I fuck with this energy. I'm gonna prove you wrong, you little bitch.
Kind of like
And-
Coco.
Yeah. And then on the second day, when she just like ties us up and interrogates us, I was like,
My.
I like this when we tell Weiss all about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Weiss finds out, and then I feel kind of bad for her because her family dynamic has completely changed due to a boy. Because like her sister that used
She used to what? You're cutting out.
she used to idolize her and look up to her, but she now hates her because she did this to her boyfriend.
Ah. Huh.
And now there's an active recording of her of his torture, where she's trying to say break up with Weiss now.
Oh wow. I didn't,
And then and then by the end of
By the end of what?
what we have right now for Winter, it is now implied that she's starting to catch feelings for the pro tag.
Oh, brother.
And this is revealed through Willow because she calls it out completely. Like, she calls it out to you directly. She doesn't reveal it to her daughters. But she is like
Well, that could be problematic.
Alright, Van Wild, you want to choose?
But I want Willow.
Want Willow.
Yeah.
How about let's go with Janara?
Alright.
Interesting choice. You're
She...
getting on to me about my winter thing, but now we're going for lollies. I see how it is.
Hey. She's 1,000 years old, alright?
I'm not the one with the law.
Not thousands. She's actually like a decade old.
Oh, really? She was giving me 1,000-year-old vibes for some reason. But, she's fun.
By the way, Luke, I don't judge your preferences, man. You do what you do.
I'm going by character. I'm not... No.
Alright, Janara, she's cute. She's, I mean, what's not to like, you know?
Yeah, I think...
Adorable. She helps. I think she's definitely a homie.
I can agree with that.
Also, she makes Titania a giant, enlarged
A gigantus, just say it.
gigantus. Yes, and I love it.
Well, actually, I kind of want to put her an A because of the sister dynamic between Titania.
Yeah, they're cute. They're a cute duo.
What do you think, Luke?
As I
You cut out.
Put it out again, yeah.
remember the CG that Ozpin had with Janara?
Mm-hmm.
The shaved ice.
Yeah, that genuinely almost made me cry.
Aww, you have feelings.
Under all that snark, there's a heart.
Alright, where do you think, Luke?
She is above Blake.
Really? I thought you were gonna say A too. But
A-tier. Come on.
She's not Roman Torchwick level.
Okay, I can agree with this, I guess.
It's like I just have to argue about like, are they?
Are they what?
When she came in and saved our asses with the Drago.
Oh yeah.
No.
All right, Luke. Who's next to get the roast, I guess?
Luke, do you have a character you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, no one in particular though.
Luke's not talking.
Oh boy. Luke, fix it.
Hello?
There you are.
Yeah. Hi, there you are.
Okay, as I was trying to say before the internet decided to shit in my pants, let's get back to what Van Wild said he was going to get onto me about. My take on Raven.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Right.
Willow.
Bring it on.
Raven is mid.
No.
Mid, she's mommy material, right?
What is great
Mommy.
about Raven?
I won't go that far, but I agree with Van Wild's ranking.
Okay. So from what I've been taking away from your judging and ranking perspective, is that you're going based off of how fun, enjoyable, and or laughs you get from these characters. Okay? What do you not get from Raven?
I need an adult.
Need an adult.
I mean, she basically does the same thing as Willow does, somewhat.
No, what she
No.
does is like sexually harass me.
Oh shoot. Well, yeah.
And she did.
She tries to coerce you into cheating with Yang.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
freaking
kind of
the
funny, but
teacher roleplay is just hilarious.
it
I mean, look at
It's funny, but I was
it's
like,
not
I need an adult.
yeah.
it's not like she was hiding it from Yang. She literally said that in front of Yang she wanted David to impregnate her.
No,
Heavily.
that scene happened before the impregnation thing.
Oh jeez.
It's
No,
like at that,
Yang was blushing like crazy, embarrassed.
yeah, no, but the thing was is that like at that point they made up.
Mm.
That's the difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is that they made up at that point.
Yang and Raven.
Yeah, they made up.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And the difference is that when that happened, Yang was still somewhat hostile to her mother and still wanted like actual answers.
Probably okay.
And wait,
Isn't answer well, I mean a Yang, it's not like Raven's flat out telling everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The half truths. And I mean, how are you not gonna be hostile
no,
to
the thing
someone
was
who's
that like
trying-
she couldn't stay long enough to give her answers.
how are you not gonna be hostile towards someone that's trying to get you to have sex with your boyfriend?
So here's how she did. This is how this shit went down, people. Right. So she asks you to meet her in the classroom at night,
Suspicious.
and
Prior
When
to this,
they
real quick, prior to this, we get a little dialogue from Crow and Ty talking about Raven's preferences, you know, sexual preferences in the bedroom. And then, all right, continue, Luke.
and that's when. Actually, no. I think it was not him and Ty talking. I could have sworn it was him and Yang, like Raven.
You're right.
Not-
You're right. Crow and Yang were talking actually.
yeah. So Yang knew said that David was gonna meet her and said a phrase that she remembered and told Crow, and Crow was like, "Wait, what?" That's what. That's what she would do for roleplay. We need to save your boyfriend now.
It's
And that's when they
hilarious.
barge in, and then she leaves. The thing is that it's listen. I admit that it's funny, but
You don't like
it's
the
also
subject.
not cool.
Yeah.
Because like the thing is that when I was doing it the first time, I was like, no, these pants are faithful. All right.
Don't get me wrong, right?
And then when I
Was
saw her
because-
CG, I was like, I need an adult, for I am into this.
I know, you know that thought of her trying to get him to baby with her was off-putting, you know.
Yeah. Funny or weird, but funny.
It was funny,
It
but
was
weird.
a funny weird. I'm also thinking about just the overall one thing we lacked in the show is Yang and Raven actually, you know, talking it out and hashing it out, and that's something that
Or
happens.
actually having a full conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, we get that in here though, and we actually Raven isn't like
A
she's not
child.
she's not like I kind of hate her in the show a little bit.
A lot of us.
Well, yeah,
A lot.
because she literally just like, hey, Ozpin's a piece of shit. This is what he did to me and my brother. Turned into
Now we're-
Crow.
Which is arguably
now we're
beneficial.
Now we're birds, so evil. I mean,
Yeah.
you can like her now in the game.
Hmm.
And it's like
'Cause,
Raven
you know,
is better. The thing is that like the only thing that's
All
really
better.
carrying Raven for me is the fact that she can get some, man.
All right.
The entire cast of Ruby can get some, but it's like Raven can get some.
All right.
She is
Van Wild.
MILF.
What are you giving her?
Alright, look, because of the whole impregnation of someone severely younger than her, won't give her an
A
Esther,
literal
okay?
young 1-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, I won't give her Esther, okay? But I think she needs to go into A tier.
Yeah.
C tier.
Oh gosh.
Tier.
I don't know.
Bonnie,
Ravens.
If you wanna meet in the middle at the homies, I'm cool with that too. She should not be going into the same rank as these, mez here. Not a, she's not Wesser, she's not Lisa, she's not Ruby, she sure as hell is not Velvet, alright?
Okay. I will say a few things I like about Raven. I like that in the end she actually did care for Yang. And also I thought it was cute that she prefers Auntie when she speaks to Ruby.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that was cute.
um
I like how she also cares for Ruby too.
yeah, yeah.
You remember, because if you're doing Yang's route, um, and Yang is like being all super pissed and everything because David is dead. Raven tries to talk her into leaving with her. Like revenge isn't gonna bring him back. You need to just deal with it.
Mhm.
Um, she said that she was there to get her and Ruby out, so she also cares for Ruby. I like that a lot too. Whereas in
Mm.
the show, I don't think she gives really a rat's ass about Ruby too much.
Oh yeah.
But
Borderline hates
even
her
if
because she's basically
even,
Summer.
uh, even if she did, don't really show
Yeah.
anything remorse for Ruby. All right, keep going, Vonnie.
I
What
kind
do
of
you
want to
think?
put her in A tier.
Did she even do anything to Ruby?
Yeah,
All
she
right.
What are you
shot
talking?
a fireball at her. Um,
I don't think. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, Raven didn't shoot that fireball. Raven opened a portal, and Cinder shot a fireball through it.
oh yeah, that's right. Um,
What's actually confusing to me about Raven in the show, though, is that, like, okay, we have actions that clearly indicate that she might actually care about Yang, right? Deeper than what we actually get in the show
mhm.
later on.
Yeah.
Because, like, she actually goes to help her out in season 1.
Season
And
2.
then I could have sworn the train thing was at season.
Season
Not the
2.
train thing was like something else I was thinking about. Yeah, but definitely season 2. Yeah, but she tries to do a solid
Oh yeah.
and then just fucks off.
Yeah.
And I just assumed, like, yeah, if that's your mother, then she is staying away for a reason. But no, the reason's like, I am trying to trying to keep my village alive.
But yeah,
I am the chieftain. It's like, well, why didn't you just invite your daughter over? Rule with her.
What
Who
was
is
her
actually
reasoning?
going to stop you?
What was her reasoning in the game?
uh,
The reasoning is that they had an agreement.
Her and Ty.
Yeah, between her and Tai, that she had an agreement, and
She
then
wouldn't visit Yang until she was an adult, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Is that why Ty didn't give her the letter then?
yeah. I think the letter was to be shown when she becomes an adult.
Oh, okay.
but yeah,
Still, Yang was pretty pissed that he had that letter the whole time, Never gave it to her. Also, I think her semblance is a bit weird in the game.
yeah.
Like a stupid weird.
Or wait, is it different in the
She-
game?
It's basically the same, except why she's able to make the portals. Portals in the show, she can make to anyone she has a bond with, right? Like
I thought it
she
was
uses
only
her
blood
aura to bond with.
relative in the show.
No. It was the
Oh,
one
no.
she has a bond with.
Yeah, if you have a bond, if she has a bond with someone's aura, I guess. In the game, it's her wherever her DNA is at.
Huh.
And so in the letter, there's a hair for Yang to keep, so that Raven can come visit her because her DNA is is there.
Huh. That's cool.
Which is I mean, I guess it's cool, but it's just kind of
I don't know why you needed to change it, because
strange.
like, wouldn't she just be bonded to her from birth?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Yang is pretty much Raven DNA. That's weird to think about.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's Raven DNA, and also most mothers are pretty well bonded to their child when they're born because it's a very personal experience.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think she should go to A though.
Yeah, I think so too. To meet in the middle of with you guys. But low end A tier, yeah. Or well, above Coco maybe.
No.
Okay. My goodness, Raven got a long talk.
Whatever, as long as she's in
There's
there.
a lot of bullshit with Raven.
There is a lot of bullshit, but there's a lot of good stuff.
All right.
Good outweighs the bad, my friend.
Let's
Should we go ahead and get Sun out of the way? I mean, come on, he's a homie.
Yeah.
We work out with Sun all the
I
time.
agree. Sun should.
He's a
be
gym
B
bro.
tier.
He is top B.
Yeah, somewhere around here maybe.
Are those the homies? Yeah, those are the homies. All right.
Yeah.
You sure he
Above
doesn't go
Amber.
next to Gennaro?
I think we can. No, he's good. He's good.
I think so too.
Behind Paul and Dina, behind Rico.
Behind
She-
Enrico?
Oh, you're right. Keep him there. He's fine there. He's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna say behind Enrico of all people. Like, jeez.
All right. Should we get Indigo out of the way?
Yeah, that's
Not much
good.
to say, really.
Yeah.
So Nebula,
I like their
Nebula's the leader,
dynamic. Yeah. I think I have this in order.
They have an okay dynamic. Like, they all, like as they described, they're all just really close together.
the
Mhm.
Nebula is very. She likes to. She's shy.
So I think in the show this is how I perceived it. They all have their own mental issues. Like Nebula is
Did you just say in the show?
or not in the show, in the game. They all have a specific mental issue. Nebula is very anxious.
Yeah.
For some reason wants to fight everyone. Gwen just really bad with men, I guess. And then Octavia just wants to start stuff.
Yeah, her mental problems just a bitch.
Gaslighting. She is literally just gaslighting.
My vote is all get E or D except for Lady with the Daggers.
Gwen. Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe Gwen can go in C. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also, I think Dew should go in the C as well.
What does Do have?
Dew is basically interested in us because we're a new type of fighter, the whip.
Oh wait, no,
was
that
up-
wasn't. Wait, no, I don't think that was it. It was because they have no data on us. Because I remember that they're actually kind of nervous about our fight because none of them knew what our semblance was.
Huh.
Yeah, well, we were
Yeah.
watching videos on them, so
But how do y'all
Yeah,
feel
we
about
were watching
this?
videos on them, but the thing is that like they were trying to do what?
Nothing to go
hang
on.
on.
We were watching videos on them, but the thing was that they're trying to watch videos on us, so they could eke out an easy victory as usual.
Oh.
But all they could get was Evelyn, Penny, and Jack.
All right, you know what? I'm cool with this.
Y'all are okay with this lineup?
Dew is
Yeah, that's
definitely scary. Dew is definitely scary though.
Oh yeah.
Her semblance being able to control flow, and she literally.
Now, I will say, I am impressed by the community's aversion to try to do the do.
I think her semblance is kind of bogus though, which is why she's at the end here.
I don't
I
even know
think
what her
she's
semblance
It's
is.
straight up a
interesting.
JoJo stand. In my,
She's able to control flow.
which is
Anything that has flow.
There's
Water,
blood flow. How can
wind,
she not kill us?
light.
yeah. That's why I said it's like a JoJo stand.
She almost does by having us choke on our own blood, pretty much.
Ugh.
Yeah, but how the heck do we resist that? What?
I forgot how we win that.
We pretty much took it like a man for a little bit until we were able to get an opening on her because someone
Yeah,
else
but why does it drain aura and not just kill us? That should be an illegal move.
you can't make a semblance illegal, I guess.
All right.
She should just be banned from fighting.
A peach.
She's just straight up a bloodbender from Avatar.
Oh gosh, she is. But
Peach should be A tier.
A tier.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. She's the good teacher we all wish we had in every year of our lives at school.
She would be.
She
the
would get a
teacher that
curious smash.
She's the teacher that all the kids would talk about smashing. You know.
Definitely.
I don't know. I thought it would be Glinda, in my opinion.
The thing is that I think more kids would be afraid of Glinda.
Oh, okay. It would be the weird kids that are into Glinda.
Yeah. But the thing is that, like, Glinda, at least to us, is way more warmer, I guess is the word.
hmm
Did she literally say she was open? Okay, not literally. Insinuated though that she's open to dating us after we graduate.
It was in a podcast, which
Yeah, it was a podcast. I can't remember the words exactly, but I remember that she was, she said something.
Yeah.
Luke, which character?
You know, let's go to Glinda. We just brought her up. Why not?
All right, yeah, why not? I feel like it's the same territory as Peach. She has a soft spot for her students. She's a good, strict character, good teacher. Even
Yeah.
though she did, or well, whenever she did kind of do something in Ozpin's favor, she felt bad about it. But what do you guys
The
think?
thing is that, like, I can understand why she would, obey Ozpin, because, like, she's already been working with them for so long. She's in the inner circle.
And Ozpin has a habit of being right most of the time.
Yeah, so I was like, why wouldn't you just listen?
Yeah.
If someone is right most of the time, like 90% of the time, you're probably going to listen to them even if you don't agree with it.
Yeah. But do you agree?
Okay, so remember, after like we lied, or she lied to us. Remember, to the team,
Mm-hmm.
and Linda put her foot down, saying, I will support your mission to save the world from Salem. I will no longer be used to lie to my students."
Oh yeah.
Remember that.
She borderline broke off from Ozpin's inner circle, which I could respect
yeah.
heavily.
Not broke
It was like,
off.
that was like, bruh, you one of us now.
I think
You one of the bras now.
I think she could go A tier, in my opinion.
But the thing is, I wonder why she keeps losing in polls.
That's a good question.
It's like the second date we finally got. It was like she was actually. I thought it was a good date. I don't know why nobody was voting.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Glinda Goodwitch third date Pog? I guess not.
All right. What's y'all's final answer?
Put her with
A.
Peach. Like her.
Yeah.
A.
All right. Which one?
Not to mention they basically look at each other as sisters. So
Yeah, that's another thing I like about them.
I have another choice, but I don't know if Vanwild has one.
Shit, man! My XLR microphone got delivered to my house and not my dorm room.
Do you need to take?
Damn
Do you need
it.
to take care of that real quick?
Oh, it's it's delivered at my house, so my parents have it. But like,
Oh,
shit.
shoot.
I thought I was having. I swear, I thought it was supposed to come here to my dorm.
Odd. But, I mean, we talked about Ospen a while ago.
I heard you guys talking about Ospen. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, it's like you'd only go in B tier.
That's. I can agree, I guess. He's certainly
Okay,
interesting.
wait. Alright. Ospen as a character is really cool, actually. I mean, obviously, it's hard to like him. It's hard to, argue with him.
Yeah,
As well.
I,
He's not wrong necessarily. He's not wrong.
He's not an antagonist or the other one, protag. Yeah.
He's not an enemy, but he's also not far from a friend as well. Where do you put someone like this at? Someone that is on a very what's the word?
Omnipotent?
Omnipotence is
ambitious.
all-knowing.
Or almost omnipotent, I guess.
Omnipotent. He's ambitious. He's on this mission to save the world, and he knows that but he treats it like it's the only thing that matters in the world.
Yeah.
The reason why is because he's just been alive for so long. He's seen big problems are small in his eyes because how long he lives. That's all his focus is on: feeding Salem, saving the world.
I could settle. The highest I could put him is.
I would put him in A.
Also, his fight is literally bullshit.
Yeah, okay, he can go in A for that. What do you think, Luke?
I was gonna go B. I thought he was shopkeeper tier.
I thought it was really cool to fight with Cinder. Yeah. Thought that was a cool twist. I mean, are you gonna put him? He's not a homie.
He's
not a homie.
Oh yeah, but A is the homie of homies.
A are
yeah,
people
but
that
he's also like, besides just being homies, he's also really interesting.
A tier is reserved for people that we are very interested in.
And just interested. All of these people are our homies. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to find the words for it. All right.
The mega homie.
I don't know. Low end A tier.
I mean, in the A tier, these are people that we get kicks out of,
Well,
laughs or can enjoy.
I
enjoy interacting with.
I can settle with B tier. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Neon Cat.
All right. I like.
D.
I like her design.
D. You're in D.
No.
We agree on something.
No.
You're outvoted.
I'm
Get
out.
fucked.
No.
You're in D, dude.
But
Okay. Her first route, you redid it. It's a lot better. Yeah, I'll give him that. A lot better.
Also, her smut is mid, so it's double mid.
I wouldn't
Her
know.
smut is mid.
She's so cool. Dang it! I hate you guys. she's above Andrea.
You think she's cool?
Yeah, she got rollerblades.
Dude.
She's her design is.
What is your standards of cool?
I don't know.
So she's quick-witted. She's got rollerblades. She uses nunchucks.
The most I'll give you is that she goes next to Salem.
Oh. Okay. Fine. Yeah, but I hate you guys. How many do we have left? 3, 4.
If you hated me, you wouldn't have made me your manager.
Bonnie's poor cat girl.
Do we consider the Malachite twins as separate, or should we just?
They're together.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you kiss one without the other.
You didn't kiss her.
How different are they from each other? I don't remember.
I saw the CG. There was a kiss.
Yeah, I did play through it too, but I completely forgot.
I didn't play through. That's the one thing I didn't finish.
Oh.
It's like it came on an update where I was burned out of JPDE, so I just didn't do it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember too much of them, but I.
It's like, so here's some positive that I remember. They are the only people that like out of everyone that was like sympathetic for the fact that you've been sexually assaulted. They're the only ones to go like, listen, this world does not give a fuck about you. And we're running a business here. We're not running a daycare center. So you're suspended. So you're suspended for a week. If you think you got what it takes, you can put up posters after the week is over. It's like it's not like they were callous. They just wanted to teach you a lesson about the world around them because they've been through it.
I can respect that.
Yeah. And then like after that, I'll let they start to catch some feels.
So
It's like obviously I didn't go through the full route thing because one, I couldn't actually get date 2 to work for some reason, and 2, I didn't play the update where the third date came, I guess.
So where do you?
Didn't they talk to Glinda? Well,
I can't remember.
There's a point where those two had an interaction with Glinda. They were former Beacon students.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what are we thinking? What? Because
I think they're homie tier.
Yeah, I can see that. Vanwild?
Because like unlike most people, they actually try to teach you something. And instead of like you through your actions accidentally teaching people stuff and improving them, they teach you something.
Yeah.
They go next to Janora.
All right. I guess.
Nora.
Also, they're pretty hot, so.
Oh yeah, they're pretty. All right.
Gorgeous.
4,
I know
8,
something more gorgeous though.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 characters left to rank. And we haven't even got to the main characters somehow. Should we save them for last?
I don't care.
All right.
Because you like your snow queens, let's just go for Willow.
All right. I don't know anything about her.
Ha! I knew your thoughts were shallow and bleak.
Hey, I just haven't gotten around to it, all right?
It's like, oh, I really like Willow, Zhao. It's like, I really like my grannies.
I don't remember saying that at all.
You like your gilfs is what you told me exactly.
Willow in the show is what? A drunkie.
Pretty much.
Not gonna lie, she's still hot though.
Oh yeah, she looks pretty.
She's a drunken mess that failed her family, but she's hot.
Dude, like,
this one had a battle with alcoholism. The doctor said, "Hey, you need to stop it, and you also need to travel more." So she just did it. I was like, "Damn, that's a lot of effort. I respect that, you little bitch."
Alright.
The show, I know nothing, learn nothing about Willow except for that she's a drunk addict. That's it.
That's all you get to know about Willow.
So
and they ruined Crow in the show too because they sobered him up. That's why.
They did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Crow gets sober, but the thing is that like they don't do rehabilitation all that well in the show.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. No.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, we need you for a thing. Let us abuse you. Also, stop being drunk because it inconveniences us,
Oh.
not because we actually love you and we see it destroying you, and that you're just having some interesting drunken stupors.
Hmm.
Development in
And
these
also,
characters.
we're not going to talk to you about the fact that your entire life is a lie.
So,
Below. Where should we put her? No. What do we know much?
Also,
What do we know really about her?
Also, she is what. So she doesn't have a good relationship with Weiss, but she has a great relationship with Winter.
Right.
And I can't remember why that was. I know why she has a good relationship with Winter, but I can't remember why it was strained with Weiss. Oh wait, it's because like at the time Weiss was still there, she was just letting uh, Dad do what he wanted. Her dad.
mm-hmm.
So she was a drunken. She was still a drunken whore mess while Weiss was still there, and then Winter stayed, and obviously Willow got better, and is like now Winter vents all of her problems to Willow. As like what Willow is an actual mother.
Willow is an actual mother.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, I was like,
You're
okay,
gonna
Madonna likes to tease. She's a single mother, but it's like Willow. She doesn't. She actually knows her children, and apparently someone's knocking the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like look at Madonna for instance. I don't know about Belladonna, but why did I say Madonna? Miss Ark.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you respect her that much to call her Miss Ark or Mrs. Who knows?
I respect any woman that is willing to participate in the very industry I enjoy.
Okay.
Unless they do OnlyFans, because sometimes those people have some weird takes.
Fair enough.
Markiplier does OnlyFans.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Don't remind me.
Okay, so Willow, she's
But it's like she's not all that aware of Jean Arc's shenanigans. She's just like the mother that goes like, "Oh, look at my adorable baby boy." She's the cartoon mom.
Yeah.
Donna gives us smut.
Yeah. Well, Willow is the mom that's like, the typical mother bird. She knows her children. She will protect her children, and because she knows she's safe, you're a safe boy. She lets you stay with Weiss in Winter.
Pretty much gives you the okay to date them both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say she's a homie. Yeah.
She is def a homie.
Alright,
Definitely
but what tier in the homie list?
Above Blake.
I guess I can agree.
Wait, hang on. Why are we putting Willow above Blake?
Because not many parents would give us their blessing and actually have a conscience. Enrico is just stupid. Same with Ty.
Wait, where is Ty? Oh, there he is.
Ty's down there.
Enrico's just fun. Ty is just stupid.
Alright.
Ty is just.
That's why Enrico is the homies.
Should we go ahead and get rid of the parents while we're on the
Why-
subject?
why not?
the
Let's go for parents.
Okay.
So Madonna to you is probably an E or an F.
Wait, really?
The thing is I haven't done her thing. I never could get her date to work.
I don't think she has dates.
Bonnie, to you, I feel like she'd be like an E or an F. Am I right or
Really?
no?
Well, I think she's hilarious, and
Oh,
I'd say C at best. if you really want to go down that far.
I wanted to put her in B. She's definitely a homie.
Oh yeah, she gives a lot of stats. I mean, she has a thing where it gives 15 in strength.
Yeah, she also gives you a lot of money,
Yeah.
and she gives you the ring for double.
Oh yeah.
Gives you the ring that gets you leveled up twice as fast.
Hold
when
on,
you
I
go to the
just
gym.
realized Madonna's a sugar mama.
Sugar mama, yeah, she makes a lot of money.
Hot
with all that.
damn.
Did you just realize that too, Luke?
I just said I can never get her shit to work.
Oh. But what are you thinking, Luke?
It's here.
She is a member of our capitalism.
So
She belongs with our patron saint, the shopkeeper.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
All right,
I
Kali. I haven't done her route. Tell me, Vani, who is Kali?
I was kind of scared since this visual novel has not safe for work. But even though she does have not safe for work, I was pleasantly surprised because I like the potential motherly dynamic between David and her, because David has no concept of family, and I thought, oh, maybe Callie will give him that. And
Oh my god, that's actually so sad.
I know
He has two friends, but he has no parental figure.
I know, and I thought, oh my gosh, Callie, please be mommy, but not in that way.
Please be mommy, but not in that way, please. Wait, what if Willow becomes that mom?
Oh yeah, she could be that mom too.
Because as far as I know, well, as far as I can guess so far from what I've seen, I don't think Willow will be a date.
Probably not.
And if she does get dates, I think it's going to be the same level as Neapolitan.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking B tier on the same level as Willow.
So basically, Kali, what I'm getting is that she's just like a mother for us. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely a homie.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Luke?
Again, never got her shit to work.
Okay. I'll put it here then. Next to her daughter.
I got all of Miss Art to work, but I never got Miss Belladonna to work.
All right.
What are you talking about, Miss Belladonna? Or like
Mrs. Belladonna.
Miss Belladonna, Blake's mom.
Yeah.
No, I mean you didn't get her stuff to work. What do you mean by that?
Anytime I try to get like her events to show up, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's odd.
It's like I would actually try to I would get all the stats done. I would get it done ahead of time. I will be there on the exact day in time she's supposed to show up for her first thingy, and then she just doesn't show up. She never does.
Odd. All right.
And it's like at the time, it was just like, hey, she just shows up in the city. There she is. Okay, bye. It's like that's what it was at the time. It was like I was trying to get it to activate.
All right.
Moving from mommies, well, let's go for daddies. Ironwood.
General Ironwood. Daddy, yeah. Daddy.
Man, I bet you wish you could suck on his iron wood.
I was joking, Luke.
I wonder what his morning wood is like.
Oh gosh. Well, it's not wood. Probably, but
It's iron, cold steel.
And we'll make it warm with our mouths.
everyone, a lot of people in the Ruby community, from what I've seen, think he's a lot of eye candy, which power to them, I guess.
Okay.
You get the shirtless scene.
Okay, let's get over here. It's like this is where we put on the hard pause.
All right.
I'm gonna send something.
Oh boy.
Send something. All right, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Don't
here?
worry, it's safe for work, so I can actually show it on your channel.
Okay then. I'll...
All right, let's see here. Good pictures, but good pictures.
Are you sending Ironwood eye candy?
Most likely.
You're telling me you wouldn't do this?
Oh.
Ah.
Okay. I can I can see. I guess.
It's like this guy got the muscles and he got the skills to pay the fucking bills. This was season 3 Ironwood. A Chad.
All right. So what do you
And
guys?
look at that.
What do you got?
Look at that jawline too, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what's actually, you know what actually kind of annoys me?
What?
What?
So back in season 3, it was very clear that we weren't supposed, like we were all supposed to be suspicious as
shoot.
Ironwood as we were of Ozpin in later seasons. But the thing is that now when they're trying to execute on it now, it doesn't work because they don't know how to do characters.
Yeah.
They definitely wrecked Ironwood's villain arc. Like he actually could have been a good villain.
Yeah.
But they
The thing is that he's so sympathetic.
he was too sympathetic.
But
Yeah, and then
too
like
understanding.
the Ruby team just casually betrays him out of nowhere.
And they're
As like, shouldn't we be telling Ironwood, no, he's bad and he's evil. Look what he's done to these revolutionaries that are clearly stopping his plan.
guys,
they lie to him for no reason. What's up?
we're talking about
Yeah.
JPDE Ironwood.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah, this is almost 3 hours.
Listen, you know for a fact, anytime we get into Ironwood, I have a million and one things to say about him.
Oh, bro. Okay.
All right. Let's hurry this up then. All right. Ironwood, Daddy Ironwood, put him in.
S tier.
S tier.
I put him in A tier. Put him in A tier.
I don't
actually put him in. I'd say C tier actually.
I'll meet y'all in the middle. I'll say A.
Reason I wanted C. I was only putting him in A for eye candy, but I was thinking about his character. I would say C tier.
I don't remember his character too much.
He's really cool when when we need to go support Evelyn, when we need support for saving Evelyn.
Yeah.
As far as Penny.
The thing is that he didn't really hesitate at doing it.
No.
He was like, yo, word, Evelyn's not here, let's go.
Yeah.
But he also only sees Penny as, military property. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard not to, though.
You're saying robots don't have rights?
Okay, so he's clearly seen Penny as a skeleton at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you see the skeleton, it's actually kind of hard to not get that out of your mind.
Wait, but he's cyborg at best. I don't know about completely robot, but or if he even is in JPD, because we never actually get to see if he is actually a cyborg.
He most likely is, yeah.
Oh, you know what makes it worse?
What?
And this is the actual Ruby thing.
Mm-hmm.
They make him lose another hand to protect the city.
Yeah, they did do that.
All right.
He had one living hand, and he had to sacrifice it,
All
and
right,
he did it so he could protect everyone.
All right, let's move on. CL,
Uh,
our second gynoid.
Gynoid. Yeah.
Or is it gynoid?
Yeah, gynoid. Something like that.
I still haven't done her Actually, I think I did do her singular event. I just don't remember it that well.
He's all right.
I do
So
remember doing it.
I've done.
Basically, her route.
I'm pretty sure I'm up to date on CL. She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute. Like the point of her routes is like to make her understand. But it is being like human, or why Penny significantly changed. Because she's always calling Penny unit. Eventually, she gets to calling Penny Penny.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
she's understanding empathy, human interactions and everything, and
Yeah.
and especially love
Yeah.
for Aaron.
I think.
I mean,
I
David.
think.
Actually, I think uh, she just. I remember I remember she called her own father,
Oh
and
Did
her
yeah.
dad clearly acts like Enrico.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, like, I think it's the military training that makes her want to act like an android more,
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
while her dad just wants her to be more human.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
kind
she clearly sees both in a really high light,
Mm-hmm.
of feel like it would have been better
to
for
the point where
character
she directly insults Enrico
Oh wow.
and says that her father's a better inventor.
Mm.
because her father wasn't implementing, all these unnecessary upgrades.
Except he did.
Did he?
Not the buff upgrades that Penny asked for,
Yeah.
All right,
but the
anyway,
emotion
let's go.
thing that she thought she didn't have is definitely there.
I think she's a homie. She can be in homie tier.
She's
can
homie.
She's homie material, yeah.
All right.
It's like, even when I didn't do her event, I kind of saw her as one of the homies.
I think
Yeah.
she could.
Because like, even
Because
without the
even though-
event, she does do you
I
solids.
think she
Yeah,
can.
even though she didn't agree with the surgery at all, she still helped.
Mhm.
Make sure it went
Yep.
so smoothly so we could bang Penny. And we did. We did.
And not to mention, she when it came time to help rescue Penny, she didn't hesitate.
Mm. Yeah. All right.
It's like, she's definitely one of the homies. Okay, let's get it over with. Come on.
Howard.
Howard. Put him in S.
I
There's nothing with Howard.
didn't know you had that much bias. I didn't think.
All right.
I knew he had a heavy bias.
Okay, let's for real though talk about Howard.
Um.
Howard, there is not much to Howard to really go off of. You don't have much history or background character development to go off of. We just know that he's Mistrali and that he's a heavy people pleaser as well.
Mhm.
What we do know though is that despite getting knocked down over and over again, he gets right back up, ready to fight, and he's trying to train harder to. He does, he's still able to kind of keep up with David a bit.
I can respect that.
The point where David has
So
to.
C tier in front of Ruby.
I would put him C tier, yes.
Yeah.
C tier.
Above Wesser
Above
Or-
Ruby.
Above Wes.
or
Above Ruby.
oh, really above Ruby?
Okay,
I don't know about
above
that.
Velvet. Above
Okay, I
Velvet.
can settle for that.
Definitely above Velvet, because Velvet's boring.
Okay. All right. This
All right.
the supposed.
Velvet is the start of the boring line. Bella.
Well, the child okay.
Oh.
the molester.
Listen, I like Bella. I really like Bella. I fucks with her energy, especially when she goes psycho.
Took me a while to understand Bella.
I mean, I'm a pretty forgiving person, but it's pretty severe. But she did seem really sorry,
She literally got on her hands and knees and begged for
which
forgiveness.
supposedly in Mistrali is very what's the word? Um,
Sacred.
yeah,
Sacred.
yeah.
Sacred act.
So
I
I
get it.
think so.
I'm just going through everything about Bella,
Yeah, Luke can.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When she fights Tatiana, she turns on smug mode, and I fucked with that energy so hard. Because as she was giving Tatiana the Krispy Kreme beatdown with a side of fries, She literally at one point said, "Okay, I'm starting to feel like I'm drop kicking a child. Can you please surrender?"
Yeah.
It's like that's what made me really like hanging around with her.
It also calls anybody with size like E boobs and up like boob monster.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the fact that she gets jealous so easily is actually kind of entertaining.
You know what's? It's also very cute. Like, despite her power, like her ability to literally level a city if she wanted to, she just wants to be treated like a lady. You know. She wants to get-
Yeah, and she just wants to be loved. She literally even though she's super jealous of Jack and Evelyn, she purposely stops herself because she knows that would hurt you.
Yeah, that's nice.
And instead, the most manipulative she gets is just like, I should make him love me more, so he can only focus on me, so he won't feel bad when I kill his friends.
Alright, look. So character-wise, I think Bella is an S tier. I think she's.
Thank you.
definitely-
really?
Thank you.
All right,
I
Luke.
think Bella is a great character. Yeah. We go thick and thin through her, man.
Yeah.
You
So-
walk through hell with this girl, pretty much. You know.
I guess. So, Luke, what do you think?
I just said S, bitch.
All right, I'll give this to y'all.
Okay, Bonnie, tell me what. B for bitch.
B for Bella.
What
I
do
don't know.
Well, what do you think?
It's. I mean,
Let me guess, F tier, you friend-hating fucker.
originally, yeah, but
Originally,
It's just
originally
the-
you actually wanted to put Bella in F tier.
yeah,
You
because
wanted to put her in the gulag with the actual relationship with the actual abuser down there?
You're saying that Bella is on the same level as.
I used to.
What is that,
Okay,
girl?
A
y'all
unremorseful abuser.
y'all convinced me that she's actually pretty okay. It's just a lifelong or the potential lifelong trauma David probably has, but
Yeah.
but y'all
Dave-
y'all redeemed her for me, I guess. So since y'all
David,
She literally groveled at your feet, and you're like, yeah, that's not enough.
okay,
$50,000.
all right. Since we're on Bella, we might as well
Yeah.
talk about her sister.
Mid.
you might want to divide this video into 2 parts, by the way.
Yeah, I thought we were close enough. We're already past the 3-hour mark, but we're almost done. Darn it!
Like
Yeah, we're almost done.
I told you, this was gonna be a long video.
All right, let's do this. Delia, come on, we're almost done, guys. Delia she's interesting, I suppose. wouldn't
C
say-
tier.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say as interesting as Bella.
I can see.
News reporter.
You can,
I-
no, I actually think she's homie material. Think about it. Yes.
Oh,
She doesn't have any homie feats.
What do you mean? What do you mean she doesn't have any homie?
I forgot how, but she
What does
helped
she
Penny.
do for us as the homies?
She helped Penny a little bit.
With what?
I don't remember, but
She vibes with Penny, despite fighting her. She vibes with Penny. She doesn't hate us.
Anybody can vibe with Penny. That's like being vibe checked by a puppy.
all right, that's fair. What about
She doesn't like working with the lesser.
okay?
Oh yeah, as a like if Bella
do
wanted
it.
to work with him,
I don't know. I'm starting
nobody likes working with that guy.
to move on to Van Wild side.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Thelia has had to. She was the younger one, right? Yeah, she was younger than
Really?
Bella. Yeah, because their brains switch. Remember?
Yeah, and it's weird to think about because
Their souls.
yeah,
So she's had to mature. She's had to mature the hell up for Bella as well.
okay.
She's been going through so much shit for Bella.
Oh wait, no, I've just remembered something that put her in the homie closet. She helped give closure to Ruby.
That is pretty That's pretty good.
Was that Bella or was that the? Oh no, that was Delia. Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that interaction.
I think.
Thelia, not Thelia, Bella just affirmed that it was true, and also confirmed that she basically worships Summer.
Hmm. I, yeah, I think she's good here.
Because to them, Summer was actually their hero.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's next? Emerald.
Carmine, or well, oh wait, where is Mercury? Oh shoot. Oh well, this is Mercury.
He doesn't count. He's an idiot. We're already gonna give him F.
All right. Forget Mercury, I guess. They did it in Ruby. They did it here.
Yeah,
All right.
did.
Cinder. All right. Emerald.
Did you just do that to me, you little shit?
I know Cinder is gross, but like
Gross.
Cinder is a bit off-putting, but come on, she's not an abuser.
she definitely
She's a manipulator.
She's definitely a good villain.
Okay, and what way does she abuse somebody? Come on, bring it up.
She abused us. She bit our lip.
Isn't she manipulating Emerald?
She's teasing us
to an extent.
I don't think
she saved her. Emerald, so Emerald feels indebted. So
yeah,
I don't know if you can really call that manipulation if she actually did something.
Who knows?
But the way she manipulated us is that at the end, she literally goes insane because she can't handle being in love. So she goes, "You're going to be my little fuck toy and we're gonna fuck as much as I want until I get bored of you, and then I'll kill you."
She's basically salivating over David's like top shirtless body.
Yeah.
Too. Okay. Also, okay, what makes her an abuser? Did you forget the fight with Amber?
Oh yeah.
Did you forget that?
Do you know how forgettable that fight is to me?
It was a pretty good fight, though. I mean, come on.
Dude, the only thing I remember about it is the fact that I didn't. I was like saying, like, Ozpin, for the love of God, die!
Oh, not only a husband, I meant in the show as well. But yeah, the video game fight too. Anyway, they definitely did justice for Cinder in this video game, though. She's definitely a good character.
Yeah, she's a good villain, I guess.
It's actually
Cinder
fun.
is the exact same person I am when I play no games.
Oh jeez. Can we give a ranking before I get demonetized?
She's not a homie though. I'd say C.
Yeah, C.
Really?
Next to Ruby.
All right.
Yeah, put her above Howard. I'm sorry.
All right, and for the rest of Team Carmine.
All right. Not Ruby. I was gonna say Emerald, but I kept saying Ruby for some reason.
I'm not too familiar with Emerald.
Me either.
So I am actually fairly familiar.
All right.
I just haven't been able to do the one where you dress as John Wick.
All right, Luke. Or well, actually, I'm that far, but I don't remember. All right, Luke, you can have the Emerald. This is all you.
Believe it or not, Emerald really started to win me over. She's A tier.
Really? Yeah. I guess I have something to look forward to.
Because so wait, do you also remember it, Vanwild?
I was gonna ask, does she kind of remind you of the twins, like, because
she's green?
Teaches us something. She teaches us something.
So she does teach us something, but it's not to me. It's not as useful as the life lesson that the twins give, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the twins teach us that despite the fact we have trauma and pain, we still have to fight through it, or else we just die. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
What Emerald does, she teaches us how to steal, but in her route, you start to learn more about Emerald. You find out what she was like before she met Cinder, and that she used to steal these expensive $500 $1,500 apples, I think it was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these expensive as fuck apples. She used to steal them all the time.
Those are Minecraft golden
for
apples.
Yeah, She used to steal those apples all the time for her sickly mother.
Hmm.
And then one day, some people broke into her house. Her mother was murdered, and she was able to hide, and her semblance was activated that day.
Hmm. Well, I
So anytime
Didn't
she looks at apples, she just thinks of her mother.
interesting.
didn't we kill people with her in her third date?
I
Kill who?
I mean, we had a gun in our hands. I saw it.
We didn't kill Emerald.
No, not kill Emerald. We're killing people.
Yeah, we definitely killed people.
oh gosh.
We definitely. I didn't get to that date, but we definitely killed people looking at that CG.
Yeah, it was actually really,
That was a
really
dope
cool
as
looking
fuck CG.
Yeah, it was fire.
If you guys haven't played the Emerald Route, please do. It is a really good fucking CG.
Do you know if doing Emerald's route has any tie with Neo or
The
Cinder?
thing is, I don't know.
Hmm.
Because there's a point where Neo and Emerald are fighting, and
Yeah, that's if you do Neo's
something-
route.
something that takes me like way by surprise. Neo kills Emerald.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
wild.
I think that CG is probably going to get remastered though,
Here's
I
hoping.
think so.
because it doesn't look as slick as the current one. So I think it might get remastered.
Hmm. Well,
It makes Emerald's route like so much sadder now. Like all this.
Well, the thing
all
is
this,
that only happens if you go with Neo.
no, but how can you not do Neo?
That's the thing.
yeah, it's even canon at this point.
Here's my question though.
What's up?
If you do both Neo and Emerald, is there going to be a convert? So this is my game theory, right? So if you don't do Emerald's route, Emerald does not feel anything towards your death, and even mocks you.
Hmm.
So doing Emerald's route, she does feel some remorse, but I wonder if she literally balls out crying if you max it out.
She only has
And-
3, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about when we get the fourth one and her final, will she act like the other ones? Because like by 3, you're still someone she's really interested in, but she can still live without you.
She literally asks like, "Why are we kidding so? Why do we want to know so much about her? You wanna screw me or something?"
Hmm.
That's what she says. She's getting frustrated that she's taking a liking to David.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. All right, to Tanya, but the adopted daughter of Peach.
I thought she
The
was
thing
weird.
is that she's just homie tier for me.
I thought she was weird at first. Like, why do we have a gender bent Mercury? like, what is this
I was
deviant
weirded
art
I
style
was weirded
stuff?
out by that too.
But
I was weirded out by that too. By the way, hang on, Janara, is what is she? Was she made from?
She came from the same
Poly-
cloth as she is.
Yeah. Okay.
They're actually
Is-
sisters.
oh my gosh.
But here's the thing. Did that DNA, did that come from Salem?
Oh my gosh.
Most likely.
Why isn't Janara a boy then?
Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Genetics?
But
So
why?
the thing is, if I had to guess, right,
Right?
it has to do with. It might have to do with more with how the blob itself feels when it's being formed.
Vonnie, for the record, I was saying because, the blood that scratched Mercury took his DNA, turned into a gender bent Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why didn't the blob that's Salem's DNA turn into a boy? No?
Oh yeah.
Like if that's how it works is that the blob turns into the opposite gender, then why isn't it the case for Janara?
Yeah.
If I had to defend Minos, if I had to guess, right? My guess is that it is like pregnancy, where it's a coin flip.
Weird.
You think that the blob contains some sort of X or Y chromosome itself?
Yeah, it's like it depends what has the dominant genes.
All right.
That's if I had to guess, because like Minos is definitely going for all this DNA stuff for some reason.
Cool.
So
All right,
next to
as
Janara.
far as I'm concerned,
Homie tier.
she can be homie tier, yeah. Oh, hang on. We put her A tier.
Is she A tier though?
She doesn't got a lot going on at the moment because people
She's definitely not in front of the twins. Put her back.
Oh, okay.
Did she teach us a lesson?
No.
Then you got your answer.
All right.
Don't you think she's
She has the potential to be S tier once everyone stops being so biased. And
she has the potential to be S tier when her route is finished.
Yeah.
For now, we got nothing but the first date, and that's just her being cute. And that this is her being cute and slowly embracing her girly side.
I really want to, because she's also in the plans, right? Like her discovering herself. I really want to see her and Peach talk about David. Like when Titania starts.
She's definitely going to do that.
That would be cool.
When Tanya starts getting a crush on David, I really want to see Peach and Tanya talk about it. And then I want to see how Peach talks to us about that. It's just going to be really fun to see.
Wait, you know what? Okay, this is how I guess it might happen, right? So Titania is actually fairly headstrong and will probably goes at most things with like I'm either going to break it down or I'm going to break down.
I don't even know her semblance, right? She's just strong.
It's like wind or something.
Wind?
I don't know.
I think that was it.
All right. Last.
JPDE.
But the way I imagine it's going to happen is that so she gets nervous at something that David does, or realizes something like Weiss did, and then runs away, and then for the first time ever, Peach finds her just in her room with the door locked, and she wonders what's going on, and she goes like, "Mom, what is it like to like a boy?"
Birds and the bees.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's the birds and the bees talk.
Are you saying that's how you want it to happen, or?
I think that's probably the most likely way it's going to happen, because I think when it comes to fighting, she has a headstrong attitude, but she's not really good at socializing. Her first date was her figuring out how to even deal with you. Because she was really friendly with you at first, but she touched you weird. Well, she touched you in general. You didn't like it, and she was like, "What did I do wrong?"
Well, okay.
And
I'm a little confused. She laid on her lap, right? That made us uncomfortable, but she didn't know about Bella.
Yeah.
What happened? It's only after Penny talks to her about it that Tanya changes her attitude with you. So she basically doesn't touch you at all or make any jokes about sexual jokes. And that's why David was getting annoyed, because he was being so different, walking on eggshells around him.
Also, guys, I think I'm gonna save Team Jade for another videos because I feel like we're gonna be on them for hours.
Okay.
I don't think we will.
I'm.
There's a reason why I've been avoiding the team.
I'm gonna play it safe.
Alright.
The video is just like 10 seconds long.
I hope not. And thank you guys for watching. Assuming you stayed all the way through, thank you guys for coming along for a tier list. This is longer than I thought it would be.
Took so long.
I hope you enjoyed me going through the exact science of why certain people are actually S tier, like Bella and Neapolitan and Why Schnee. I really had to fight hard for that Why Schnee spot.
I really don't think
You had-
Weiss is an S, but whatever.
All right, guys, let us
You just have bad taste.
let us know y'all's tier. Let us know if we're trash. Let us know if we're good tasted.
I will read your comments.
Thank you for watching.
You didn't. For some reason, this guy doesn't think Ravens S.
Oh,
tier.
yeah,
I mean, come on.
But
You guys are just weird. You guys are subs.
no, I'm a switch at best.
I would sub to Raven most definitely.
Okay.
Listen, if I'm being for real, there's one thing I like more, and that is finding someone that has a dominant personality and turning them into a
Guys, outro.
Like to Tanya, that'd be fun.
That would be fun to do to Tanya.
Jeez.
Yeah. What's up, Bonnie?
Support Luke's work in the description below. Cheer Van Wild on. Apparently, he has a YouTube
If
channel.
if you like people that aren't narcissists, please go to my work.
Wait, but never mind.
Okay.
Bye, guys.